position there. He had a difficult time in Vietnam. Let's see if he can bounce back. New Potato had a very strong race, and he's finally points on the board. He moved up to 5th position there. Pillars is now a new Ferrari driver, and he is 6th in the World Championship. Lovely stuff indeed there. Wilson is 7th. He's moved up 2 positions. Tormo Rosso had a difficult Vietnam. He's down in in 10th position as well. Mark Smello moving up a couple of positions as well, but he's on holiday tonight, so I hope he has a good holiday, and hopefully we'll see him again very. He's been quick, but he hasn't been on the scoreboard up until last week. I think some good stuff indeed. That in the constructors' standings, we have Mercedes, who in the opening stages of this season, they have really been fantastic, haven't they? Haas have moved up 1 position into 3rd position. AlphaTauri have jumped from the bottom to 4th. Fantastic stuff. Then McLaren have dropped down 2 positions. They are in 5th position. Then Alfa Romeo is 6th then. And then everyone else has dropped down. Then Red Bull have dropped down 2. Williams have dropped down 2 as well. So has Ferrari. So have Renault as well then. And you can see we are into qualifying now. And a lovely sunny day here in Shanghai as well. Of course, it's a lot better than it was last night, wasn't it? It was very gloomy, wasn't it, overhead indeed then? But yep, much better tonight then, and absolutely beautiful day here in Shanghai, isn't it? Of course, there's usually a lot of smog in the air in Shanghai, isn't it? So it's a beautiful day. It's still very still looks very gloomy, doesn't it? And a lot of cloud cover as such, doesn't it? Well, it normally does anyway. I've got to say, I've been I can't remember China really. I haven't seen China in such a long time. Well over here now, isn't it? Which is very unusual, because China's been there, Formula 1's been there since 2004, hasn't it? As I mentioned in the build-up show. But never mind. Hopefully we'll be back there next season for the 2021 season itself. It's been a very unusual season, hasn't it, Formula 1, which has been it's been a bit difficult, hasn't it, really, for a lot of people, including me, really. I got to say, I do miss the old Formula 1, but there we go. Anyway, enough about all that doom and gloom. Let's get on to the racetrack now, shall we? And it's Baz, who is the first man out on track. Lovely stuff there. Baz, I've got to say, so far, I think he's had the least amount of penalties of everyone. He has been absolutely tip-top form, hasn't he? Brilliant stuff there from Baz. Absolutely fantastic. He's been brilliant, hasn't he? And I've got to say, he's been a measuring stick, hasn't he, in terms of lack of penalties. It's been brilliant. Just on board Baz, and let me quickly catch up on your comments, shall we? I have been on there and I haven't even acknowledged you yet. How dare I? That's disgusting from me. Just on board there with Baz, and it's over the shoulder here from the McLaren driver. Gio, hello Gio. I hope you're well tonight then, and it's great to have you along with us once again then as well. Looking forward to seeing you on track when you get out there. Ayrton, hello Sean, hello Ayrton. Hope you're well. We've got Droffas. Good evening all. Good evening Droffas. Gio, sorry I couldn't make it, back in hospital. Of course, I hope you're well, Gio. Of course, that is the most important thing, is your health, isn't it? Because at the end of the day, this is only a game there, which which I got to say, I wish I could take my own advice, because sometimes I do, even though I do tell myself it's only a game, you get so competitive, don't you? But yeah, I hope you're well, Gio, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on track very soon, making your debut. FIFA Beef, of course, got qualifying ban for his infringement last week. Yeah, Gio is watching on is watching on my internet, on my phone internet, watching there. Oh goodness me, that is commitment, isn't it, at the highest level? Of course, because he is using his 3G or 4G now, isn't it? Maybe even 5G. Oh, we better not go there, because we know about the 5G conspiracies, don't we? On board of Baz at the moment, and I think that was the first time that Baz actually didn't score any points in his McLaren, but he has finished every single race so far this season, and his penalty accumulation has been absolutely fantastic, hasn't it? I don't mean in terms he's getting a lot, I mean in terms he's getting little, very little indeed. That's a Haas in front of us. I gotta speak, I gotta help Baz, is it? Of course, the dirt, coming off the back of that American car, it's not gonna help him one iota, is it? As he's coming down the back straight, there's 2 DRS zones on this 16 turn at course, isn't there? One down the back straight, the 1.2 mile back straight, and also on the start finish straight as well. Of course, if anyone remembers last season, the battle between Jonathan Cox and Emerson was brilliant, wasn't it? Of course, we didn't see much of Emerson. Emerson looked fantastic last night, but unfortunately, he is having a difficult start to his season this season. Of course, that's 2 retirements now. In the last 2 seasons, he's only had 2 retirements in total, so 2 retirements in this season alone. It's very unusual for Emerson, isn't it? Let's see if we can get back on the horse there in the week's time when we go to Zandvoort. Another new destination to the ALR calendar, isn't it? Lovely stuff indeed there. I quite like having the new tracks as well, because Vietnam was beautiful last week, wasn't it? And Gold did a great job, didn't they? And Silver, of course, had a very action-packed weekend, didn't they? Woods there is in the Haas, and he goes into third fast among now, Woods. And of course, as we said there at the back end of last season, Woods is a returning league driver, isn't he? So he's still trying to get himself back up to the temperature like those tyres. Kingsholm instead of 42 there. I'm expecting a bit more pace out from Kingsholm. This Kingsholm last week was the first time he missed an ALR race, wasn't it? Goodness me. Absolutely incredible stuff, isn't it? Vitard has gone into fifth fast at the moment there. In the Racing Point doing a great job at the moment there. Tichy has gone fast as though in the Red Bull. Stepping in for Andre tonight, of course, Red Bull, the Constructors champions. No pressure for Tichy apart from he has to perform. Serious Mushroom is in second position at the moment. Lovely stuff indeed then. We've got Iceman, as cool as a cucumber, is in fourth position at the moment as well then. 9 cars a set of time so far. Goodness me, they're coming through thick and fast, aren't they? I'm struggling to keep up. Here comes Ditchy coming down the back straight. I think I'm on board with the Rob Williams. Indeed I am. I need to be watching Paynes there. Paynes has invalidated his time. Remember last night we had a couple of drivers. Remember the qualifying specialist Jonathan Cox there had a couple of issues there, didn't he? Of course it was oh my goodness me, he took off my toupee there. Yeah, Jonathan Cox, who is a specialist in the one lap pace, really struggled last night, didn't he? Of course, it was his birthday last night. Happy birthday, Jonathan. I hope he enjoyed himself. Tormar Rosso, again, showing some speed in that McLaren. He's had a very strong start to the season, hasn't he? Really mixing up at the front there, and it's been very good to see as well. I've really enjoyed seeing Tormar Rosso up there, and I've enjoyed seeing Serious Mushroom up there as well. Good stuff, and Infamous Purge is invalidated. Something's going to have to go around again then. There's a lot of invalidations out there at the moment then, so it just gives me a chance to have a breather, as I've only been on air for 10 minutes. I'm already struggling. Goodness me, I've already got a bit of sweat coming over my brow. Going back to the commentary, we got Young Lights. Hello, Young Lights. We got Gunnar saying, evening everyone, best of luck there. Young Lights saying, hopefully Red Bull do better than me. Yes, yeah, Young Lights, of course, had such strong start to the season. He was leading the championship, wasn't he? Until the yesterday's race unfolded, unfortunately. But still, goodness me, someone's got a big old engine. Goodness me, and so unfortunately, Young Lights there didn't finish the race. Well, finished the race, but didn't finish in the points today. So lost a lot of ground in the championship, didn't it? Which is unfortunate as well. Then we got Reaper saying, it's my blood sugar levels are at critical level. Someone please help. Oh gosh. Well, I hope you're all right. We got Blair saying, in real life, I hate the circuit. Do you just hate watching it, Blair, or is it just generally doesn't intrigue you? I got to say, I quite like looking forward to this circuit because usually it's a very good race here, isn't it? We'll list off some of the classic races around here in just a few moments. We've also got Young Lights saying, let's go Red Bull. Hopefully they don't do as bad as me yesterday. Oh, goodness me, I've actually gone up somehow. We've also got a race for Gio there. Hashtag from Young Lights. That's a lovely touch indeed, isn't it? Good stuff from Young Lights. Yeah, brilliant. And of course, so hopefully Gio enjoys the coverage there as Infamous Pillars is enjoying the track at the moment. He is a 10th of a second away from Titchu, who is currently top of the time sheets indeed. Brilliant stuff indeed there. Shane, of course, who is also a full-time driver as well now, isn't it? The AlphaTauri, lovely stuff indeed down there. He's his teammate Nude Potato, a great drive last week, wasn't he? He's finally got himself up and running actually this season. Now let's see what he can do then. Of course, the first ever bronze champion, he won it in France of round 8 last season. There was only a 9-round season for bronze last season, wasn't it? It's a very condensed season. And New Potato from his debut back in Spain just absolutely smashed it, didn't he? But Silver, he's had a bit of a trying period so far. He is 5th fastest in the AlphaTauri. Good stuff indeed there from Potato. And here comes Shane coming across the line. He's going to have to start again, but it looks like he's come a cropper. So is Razor as well then, unfortunately. And Wilson is now just to start his lap then. So we've got a couple of drivers then who are just starting their lap then. As I cover a race in hi all and good race in there. I echo that as Gio's got 10 gigabytes on 4G. Goodness me, man. I got to say, that's a fair amount of gigabytes there, isn't it? Good gosh. With my measly, I think I have 1 gig now because I'm quite a cheap man. Usually I'm either got Wi-Fi or I'll turn off my data because I'm not a man who likes to spend much money if I have to, because I'm very tight indeed. Every time I get my wallet out, fly fly, moths come out of it. As we just see Ghost there popping to 12th position now on a 31.9 now. Titch is retired from the session. He is fairly happy with that performance. Lovely stuff indeed then. We've got Dan, looks like Summer Silver have been practicing. He's not feeling too good there, is he? As he is compared himself to a nut there as well, and he needs to be screwed in. We have also got Darren saying, good evening Darren, hope you're having a lovely day. And we've also got Blair saying, the racing is good, the circuit just doesn't appeal. I don't like the long corners before the straights because it generates dirt. Yeah, it does. In the background there is not very it's not very good at all to follow a car there, is it? And it does. We've had some good entertaining moves done. Of course, for stuff in there really messed up though, didn't he? I think it was 2019 or 2018. Might have been 2018 actually, wasn't it? Goodness me, time flies, doesn't it? Where he went into the side of Vettel, they both spun. Razor goes 13 fast there in the AlphaTauri. Wilson is just behind him there. He has just got in front of his teammate as well. Gurman out on track at the moment. He is in third position in the Drivers' Championship as well there. He is correcting the car a bit there, coming out of turn at 14 as well then. As we're just taking a look then as everyone is all good in the comments there. Brilliant stuff indeed. And I'm also caught up with the comments about lovely stuff. South high five from me, I think. So we're coming down into the hairpin as well. Razor has just informed me that it's a dry quali and a dry race. Good stuff indeed. Thank you, Razor. As of course, here's my tech crowds for the weekend. Lovely stuff indeed then. Here comes Gurman coming over the line as well. He's only 14 fastest. Gurman once again struggling for that 1 lap pace at the moment. In race trim he's very good, but at the moment now the 1 lap pace of the Haas is not exactly stonking, is it, by any stretch of the imagination? As both the Alfa Romeos are in close company there. 7 minutes to go in this session then. We have got to lose 4 drivers. Well, we've got to lose 5 drivers, haven't we? Because, of course, we've lost FIFA already as he's got a qualifying ban, but we've got to then weed out the other 4 as well. And at the moment, we've got Paynes who's currently in the pits then, as he didn't have a very good start to his attempt to qualify. Back on board with Gurman as well then. Looks like he's harvesting. So we're on board with him at the moment and we'll soon find out what he does then. We've also got King's back out there as well. King's in the beautiful black Mercedes then as well. Of course, the black Mercedes made their debut in the terms of the colour scheme last time out in Vietnam, didn't they? His teammate Dan Murphy is on top of the world at the moment, and he is just behind his teammate as King's is spun it there. Oh dear, that's just coming into turn 11 now, isn't it? And I think Bottas spun it there, didn't he? When he was trying to warm up the tyres in 2017. That's not good at all, though, is it? From King's, we'll have to. We've also got Ghost, who's also having a trip on the grass as well. Oh dear, so it's very slippery out there at the moment. The track seems to be very green, doesn't it? Underneath the tyres there, goodness me. Now we're coming down the back straight then, down it. Then we've got DRS wide open there for the championship leader. 3 wins on the trot there. He's trying to go for 4. He's in the Valtteri Bottas car here tonight. And there's also a beautiful update coming where the drivers will have their own car numbers next time we race for silver. And I don't think it's their own car numbers, which I think is absolutely amazing. Murphy has gone into third fast money and good stuff indeed there for Dan Murphy, and he is just then that should be safe from 5 minutes ago then. And King's Home is coming back in the pits now after also taking a trip there across the grass. And there's also in the pits is Woods as well then. So at the moment, in terms of pole position, we've had Gurman on pole position twice, and we've had Murphy who's on pole position in Vietnam. The first ever Vietnam Grand Prix was a good stuff indeed there from Gurman. But at the moment that Gurman is lost at sea down in 16th position mode, that is not a good time at all, because Gurman is in the drop zone, remember. 16th and below is the drop zone. That's where you'll be out of qualifying. Just watching Vital as well, who is looks like he's on a in-lap at the moment, isn't he, in the racing point as well. Oh, the pits comes Cirrus Bush now, just under 5 minutes to go then. Oh, it's Toro Rosso. It's gone around it. Looks like it's how the sweeping 7 and 8 turns there, isn't it? That's not good at all, is it, for the Toro Rosso, who's in the McLaren, isn't he? So, I'm going to get very tongue-tied there, aren't I? The beautiful Michael Schumacher helmet there from 2000 onwards. But unfortunately for Toro Rosso, he has come with Cropper, and I think he might waste those set of tyres as well. This track is very much a tyre-eating circuit, isn't it? Remember, 2012 is very much all about tyres, isn't it? Nico Rosberg managed them to absolute perfection, didn't he? I think it was a 3-stop race as well that year, wasn't it? And I think Nico Rosberg, didn't he do 1 stop less than everyone else? I think he did. I think he did 2 stops, and everyone else did 3. We've also got then we've also got 2011 as well, where Hamilton had an extra set of tyres he saved in qualifying, and really paid dividends in the race, didn't it? And he came through and won that race from Vettel. Remember, 2011 was when Red Bull was very much out there, scary, dominating heights, weren't they, for the Red Bull? They were fantastic that season. 2011, I think 2013 it was even better, wasn't it? I've got to say, I'm not really fond of the 2013 season when I look back on it. I did quite like the 2011 season because I think it was the new tyres of Pirelli that really shook things up, didn't it? As infamous Pillars celebrating his new seat then with the Ferrari team at the moment. He is currently second fastest, Pillars is. Let's see what he can do then. Pillars, this is actually his third start in silver, and he has been very good. I think, remember his debut in Bahrain. Goodness me, he was sending it left, right, and centre. He was very much a Ricardo-esque kind of overtaker, wasn't he, in Bahrain? It didn't. All his moves didn't work off quite so well in bronze, but silver, it was absolutely fantastic. We're on board person on these used tyres. We can tell that because on the left hand side is the tower, and he has done 2 laps on those soft tyres, and I think they're also fixing that in terms of the new patch coming out later on this week, which has been put onto the old Discord there for all the drivers as well. And of course, anyone who's not a driver who's watching it and is just interested in the patch notes, I'm sure it's on the Codemasters website, and it's also on Facebook as well. It's everywhere on Facebook, really. So yeah, just keep an eye out, and they'll let you know what they're doing. And most importantly, they've also got the brake markers at turn 12 for Brazil as well, and I'm sure everyone is absolutely rejoicing about that. I certainly am. So we're coming out of turn 14 as well, and now 15 as well, which is basically a nothing corner, really, isn't it? Now into 16. 16 was very much a difficult corner last night, wasn't it? But Pillars has nailed it, and he's absolutely nailed the lap as well. He's in the 29, so 29.9 there for Pillars. Good start indeed then. Oh, this is going to be very funky, isn't it? We've got Kingdom is out on track at the moment, and now he's starting his lap as well. We've also got Williams out of Itchy, who's gone up into 8th position there in the Williams 10. Is that going to be safe? But I've got to say, it's going to be very much touch and go, isn't it, for who drivers are going to feel safe and not safe. And Cirrus Mushroom there has moved up to second there. Once again, Cirrus Mushroom has shown that he has got some absolutely impeccable pace here tonight, hasn't he? And I'm quite impressed with myself if I can actually say that word. Lovely. Not pace, impeccable. Ghost is at the moment there. He's less than a tenth of a second up on his personal best. So I don't think that's going to be enough for Ghost to get out of qualifying. He is aiming for a 31.6 at the moment, which is set by Gerdman. Well, he needs a 35 really. A 31.5 set by Wilson in the Alfa Romeo. On board then, as we've just had someone else move up as well. I apologise, I didn't see who it was. I think it was it's Gerdman. He's up to 11th now. He's climbing up the timesheets. Lovely stuff indeed then. So Wilson's now on the drop zone as well. On board there, we've got a yellow flag there as well. The Williams is there touring. I'm hoping it is not Payne's there, because of course Payne's needs to get through. And a start lap then as Murphy's retired from the session. Ghost Recon is improved. He's in 14th position. That's a fantastic final sector there from Ghost Recon. He has moved right to 14th. He is still in the danger zone, isn't he? So he's still going to be feeling very much the heat there as well. Kingdom is feeling the heat. He is currently staring at being knocked out of qualifying. Goodness me, that's not what Kingdom expected, is it? On his return there, almost running wide there. Let's see what he can do. This is a better time for Kingdom. It's better, but it's not enough. He is through, but I feel that he might not be there for much longer. We've also got Payne's there, who's now starting his lap as well. Then Payne's there right at the end there, as Razor is still less than a tenth of a second down on his second sector. We've also got Wilson out there as well. Flea is starting us up. We've got a lot of cars out on track at the moment, and this is going to be fast and furious stuff then. And now we've got both Alfa Romeos, and we're going to keep an eye on what Wilson can do then. Wilson is so close, isn't he, to getting through in terms of positions, not in terms of time though. He needs to find 3/10 of a second then. Wilson there breaking down then to just under 40 miles an hour and accelerates in a way then. As well, another car retired, but Mercedes is off. Oh, Wilson's invalidated this time. He ran too wide. He is out of qualifying. Oh, goodness me then. That's not good at all. Razor's not improved, has he? But he has improved in the final sector. But he is out of qualifying. Both Alfa Romeos are out of the qualifying session, unfortunately, as well. Payne's is next then. What about Kingdom? Kingdom has done enough then. Well, he thinks he's done enough, or perhaps he's run out of fuel. I think it's more that's more of the latter, isn't it, really? Now as Payne's coming down the back straight. We've also got Flea in the Red Bull. There it is in the background there. He is currently 17 fast among Flea. Payne's there is just coming down the back straight and breaking down from 208 miles an hour there for the Williams driver. Now putting on the loud pedal as well as he accelerates away, and he is now coming up to turn 16 there, flicks it in, nicely done. Oh, I thought he was going to validate his time. He's not. That's much better from Payne. He is 8th fastest. That is safely through. King's Home is out of qualifying as well. What about Flea? Flea improves. He's 16th fastest, and he is only 500 of a second away from Ghost. Unfortunately, Flea is out of qualifying as well. But Flea, what an amazing follow effort there from Flea. King's Home's retired from the session, so he's out of qualifying. Flea also out of qualifying as well. Both Alpha Romeos there also out, as well as Flea. But Flea there in 16th position. I think that's his best qualifying performance of the season so far. Well done to Flea there. That was a very good lapping time there from the Red Bull driver then. Darren says if I can make the top 10, I'll be happy-ish then. As well, Darren is doing an okay job at the moment, isn't he? So just watching Fleet there coming back into the pit set. Don't worry though, Fleet fans, he'll be back out in action in the not too distant future when we get into the race itself, which is coming up straight after qualifying, of course. That is the beauty of ALR racing. We have qualifying and then we have the race on the same night, and basically you don't even have to wait, do you? There's going to be cars galore. There's always cars everywhere in ALR, which is absolutely brilliant stuff indeed, isn't it? There's action all the way through the show. It's really good stuff indeed then. As unfortunately, that's as Ghost is saying, he hates this season at the moment there. As he's down in 15th position. Ghost has got he's got so much phenomenal pace, hasn't he? Unfortunately, he's not shown it so far this season, has he? Because remember, in Australia, he was flying, wasn't he? And it just didn't come to much today. And again here, he's really off the pace there, isn't he? He had a very strong Vietnam race, but unfortunately, he only got 4 points in them, which I feel he could have got more as well. So he's having a bit of a difficult start to the season, isn't he, Ghost says. Hopefully he can bound back then. As Flea has run out of fuel, but of course he's just enjoying himself up there at the moment, isn't he? So, and what I shouldn't hear, he's had a fantastic qualifying performance there. As Gouda saying, yeah, just okay. I think he's laughing at my comment there about Darren earlier on there. As Wilson is saying the setup has been final day. All of a sudden, I'm sliding over a track limits last turn, or a joke. Then, yeah, we've had that comment last night as well, didn't we? A lot of drivers were complaining about the track limits on the last corner. It's not the popular of the decisions, is it, from Codemasters? Let's quickly confirm who's out of qualifying. FIFA out of qualifying, so is both Alfa Romeos. Wilson 19th, Razor 18th, King's Owen 17th, and Flea is in 16th position. And look how close it was, 500th of a second, half a tenth separates Ghost and Flea. And I wasn't expecting Ghost to be down there in the down there fighting for the drop zone there. And same with Gurman, only 13th fast as well. From your point of view, it's looking very good for the race, though. Ghost saying everyone's got faster while I've got slower then, as I think, but hopefully that's not the case, Ghost. Hopefully you're just struggling on this circuit, and you can get because everyone has a bogey track, don't they? But we're now going to get into qualifying in just a jiffy as well. Then, So we are in qualifying 2 now. Then let's see what's going to go on here then as well. Then as we're now then into qualifying 2. Then here we go then, and this is going to be very fantastic, isn't it? Really is. Apologies, guys. I got very distracted there indeed. Then anyway, then yes, we're into qualifying 2. Just taking a quick look there. We've also got Ghost saying, why do you have to start on with the worst tracks of the season there? As Farf's also said, check messages, Sean. I have. I just have. Anyway, then, yes, we are into qualifying 2. And we've got a couple of cars out on circuit already. One of them is V-Top, then, who is the first man out on track, then, very much a man who's usually out on track fairly quickly, isn't it? Because it's 7 likes on the video already. I love you guys, absolutely brilliant stuff. Of course, you guys are the most important people of tonight, there, of course, because you make my streaming experience, isn't it? As Farf has just called me something very not nice at all there, but we'll ignore Farf. He's all about the he's all about the banter, isn't he? Well, to be honest, I do deserve some of it. Really, it's the amount of ribs I give Farf after gold is really. Sometimes it's very much uncalled for, isn't it? Anyway, enough about that. Here comes V-Todd then. So V-Todd is on a warm-up lap at the moment then. Of course, anyone that's new to qualifying, welcome. Anyone that's new to Formula 1, welcome. Of course, this is the qualifying 2 session. Qualifying is split up into three time sessions there. Q1, Q2, Q3. All times get deleted after each session, I should say. And then you have to go for broke again, don't you? And in this session as well, if you get into the top 10, you must start on those tyres which you set the fastest time on. Remember, in the 70th anniversary on the weekend, we had everyone starting on the medium tyres, didn't we? And then Verstappen started on the hard, I think, didn't he? That was the first time in the Pirelli era that I don't think anyone actually started on the soft tyres. That's what Crawford. It's a bit of stat, really good stuff indeed then, and I love that stat. But that's what we're trying to do at the moment then. Stuff. What I was meant to say was, of course, that if you get into the top 10, you must start on those tyres which you set your fastest time on. That's why the likes of V-Todd is out on the soft tyres. But we got a Nude Potato who is on the soft tyres. There's a lot of talk last. Wasn't enough, was it? And everyone started on the dry tyres, which really threw a spanner in the works. And it helped Granty get his 13th race win of his ALR career. And of course, from 11th on the grid as well, there's Granty getting drive today. He did a great job last night, didn't he? The double world champion of ALR, fantastic 17. There's a lock up on the inside there from V-Top there. Oh, goodness me, that tire's going to look like a 50p piece by the end of that if he keeps stamping on the brakes like that as he comes through the final corner onto the long back straight. Well, I shouldn't say the final corner because it's not, is it? It's an important corner because you want a slingshot, don't you? As they come down the back straight as well then. And where we're going to break then is actually yellow flag out there. Look at that, just before the 100-metre board. My goodness me, that's a double lock out there for V-Todd. It didn't look like he lost too much momentum there from an amateur like myself, as I have no idea what's going on most of the time, but he comes through the final turn, and then let's see what he can do. That DRS is open, he goes fast, it's on a 32 at the moment. Bear in mind now, we did a 30 in the first qualifying session, but remember, those are on the medium compound tyres. We've got Tichy's on an outlap at the moment then, as that's the wrong car. I should be looking at an Alpha Tari. Or maybe not, because New Potato is invalidated this time. It's going to have to go around again, unfortunately. New Potato is. Serious Mushrooms also invalidated as well. Of course, if they've invalidated on the right-hand side of the screen then, if they've got a red track, that doesn't mean the track is hot, even though it is probably quite warm. It's the, of course, when they invalidate their time then, so that's going around again. And Baz is his teammate, sorry, is Toro Rosso is coming out to finish the lap. He is in second fast moment. Lovely stuff indeed then. Iceman is just coming out of turn 14 as well, putting on the lower pedal as well. And here we go then as well. And let's go into 16 then. He comes through the final turn. It's a right left-hander there. And let's see what he does. He comes over the start-finish straight. He goes second fast moment there. 32 as well. He said times are a bit slower than what I was expecting so far, albeit on the medium tyre as well. Well, goes third fast there. He was feeling very unhappy, wasn't he? But he's gone purple in the final sector there. We got Alpha Tari, who might be facing the wrong way. Oh, goodness me, he is facing the wrong way there. And Nude Potato will have to come back in the pits there. Because remember, if you saw on these tyres, it's the exact tyres. So really, the amount of laps you do on them now is going to really hinder your race performance, isn't it? Watching Gurman, who is third in the championship, he's had 2 pole positions this season. Gurman has. He hasn't looked like pole position so far, though, has he, in this session? But we've only done 1 session now, so I might be counting the chickens well before they hatch. Yellow flag there is when the Red Bulls has just got out of the way then. Once the only Red Bull left in the session, which is Titchy then. Gunnar is saying, well, I told you that was Granty's plan last night. I got to say, Granty had a fantastic. I think that was what it was about, wasn't it? Strategy started all the way in this qualifying session last night then. So it's not just about the race these days, it's also about qualifying as well. These cars are now in part firm rate. They cannot be altered. They cannot have any setup changes whatsoever, apart from very minor setup changes with the front wing and stuff like that then. And now coming out to Tormo Rosso has had a better second lap then. He's done a 31.5 better, and now is around in the ballpark of what I was expecting. Times were very slow to begin with, and on the track now it's got slower because of the heat then. As German has gone at second fast there, he's a 10th for a second, a whisker away then from Tormo Rosso. Good stuff indeed there. Iceman is coming back in the pits, but I look there as he is looking a bit slow there as he comes around the final couple of corners. Right, Ghost is also in the pits. We got a Mercedes out there at the moment. I think that is the only Mercedes, Dan Murphy, who's come around to finish this lap as well. But I'm just taking a look down, and I think it's Woods who is actually coming out of turn 14 and 15. Indeed it is then. And now he's into the final. Oh no, he's coming into the pits there. Goodness me, of course. When you come in the pits there, you completely miss out the final turn, don't you? Of course, that's also infamous for when Lewis Hamilton unfortunately beats his car there in 2007, which still breaks my heart, which I try not to watch that season review. Infamous Pillar said does a 33 there. That's not really ripping up the time sheets, not like Baz. Baz there has done a 30.7. He's on the soft tyres. I don't think Pillars there put in his best performance there, did he? I have a feeling now that he was just trying out those soft tyres, ready for the qualifying free itself as well. Watching Murphy at the moment there, as he is on the medium tyres there in the Mercedes. The man who has won all 3 races so far this season, is he going to win 4 out of 4 there? Remember, last season we had Glock who won the first 2 races, and it was Faxland before Glock came back with a vengeance, didn't he, in round 4 of last season. And we're on board down now. You can see, look at that hack sorting away at that steering wheel. The car is not looking very planted around there, is it? Goodness me. Dan will not be very happy with the setup at all, will he? Coming around the bank to turn 13 there. You see, he just put on the DRS then, the drag reduction system there. The letterbox in the rear wing opens up before it slams shut there as he gets into the braking zone as well. And now that it's he comes out of turn at 15 as well, and into 16, and he's going to nip the inside curve there slightly, and oh goodness me, there we almost had a bit of Matrix there, and Murphy goes into third fast there, and he's also a whisker away from Tormo Rosso, and somehow he sorts himself in between Tormo Rosso and German, who is very close there. So as who's that? That's Painter. Goodness me, he is found the gravel at turn 6 after thinking this. Goodness me, and Painter is I'm not sure if he's made a mistake or what there, but well, it's not the place where you want to be, is it? On board them in the AlphaTauri, but I think it's Itchy we need to be concerned by. It is indeed that he accelerates out of 14 as well then. Let's see what he can do then. In the background is the McLaren there. No, I think that is actually Baz who's the quickest man so far there. I wonder if Baz is really going to throw a spanner in the works set for the medium runners. Well, we'll find out. Itchy goes at 7 fast moment. I don't think that might be, don't think that's serious enough even for qualifying 3 perhaps then. Here comes Shane, and he goes second fast on the medium. That's a very good lap there for Shane. Shane in his silver career so far hasn't scored any points, has he? He has finished both races on he, so well done to Shane. And let's in his first full-time seat with the AlphaTauri, he is second fastest. He's really ripping out the tarmac at the moment then. And serious much now. Look at that action on the way then. Gordon. Bit of an understatement what we said last night for not last night, earlier on for Mushroom. Of course, he's doing much better, right, isn't he? He's been fantastic. He's really impressed me, Surf Mushroom, which probably doesn't make much, doesn't mean anything to him, but I gotta say, he's been absolutely magnificent in the start of this season, in second position so far. He was a very consistent points runner last season. This season, he's in the higher end of the points, isn't he? And he's doing a cracking job there. Serious Mushroom is really good stuff. Then can it, and in the first 3 rounds as well, all different types of circuit. He was in Australia there, which is half street circuit, half race course, wasn't it? It's a parkland circuit, wasn't it? Then we had a traditional racetrack of Bahrain. Then we went to the new venture of Vietnam, and once again, Serious Mushroom there showing speed there in that racing point. Goodness me, Woods there is just started some sort of new potatoes also on track as well, and his teammate Shane there right up in the third position so far. The AlphaTauri is in the where is it? Where in the constructors? I apologise, I've forgotten. They are fourth in the constructors now, because New Potatoes great performed last week, really boosted them up, didn't he? Yellow flag has won the. It's Tichy! He is off the course, and remember Tichy was, in my opinion, according to the form book, was definitely very much a short-fired runner for the top 10. Well, that's not going to help his cause at the moment, is it? For Tichy, he has got 4 minutes to get back to the pitch. Change that nose cone and come back out, because it looks like he damaged that nose cone on the Red Bull. As a New Potato then coming out of hairpin, and goodness me, then he's taking a lot of speed, and then that's fantastic. What's that going to cut? What's that going to do on the timesheets? That's only 7 forward. What about Woods? And Woods as well. They're all on the soft tires with 4 minutes to go. Some of the big runners are going to be sweating buckets a bit like me. Goodness me, this is getting very tasty deep there. As a VTOL has gone fast. Pains has not settled up then, and he's invalidated this lap as well. On board with Tichy then, who's got not steering angle whatsoever because he has damaged the wing there. Not good at all, is it, for Tichy then? I think he's damaged the wing. Let's go. Hopefully we'll have a outer shot of that Red Bull in just a few moments as well. Let's take a look now then as he's letting Tichy through. Hopefully we'll have a Baz retire from the session then, so that's a bit of a mic drop there for Baz, isn't it? Oh goodness me, that's a lot of wingage gone, isn't it, for Tichy, as Serious Russians retire as well. Don't worry, Mushroom fans, he is just in the pits and he is enjoying the final part of qualifying like you and me at home as well. Lovely stuff, Ben. Tichy in the pits, he's got 3.5 minutes there to get something, get that wing bolted on there, and to get himself back out and go set on the 32s at the moment. And he is elected to go with the soft tires, hasn't he? He's already done one lap on the soft tires there, and look at that, then he had to take 2 bites of the cherry going into turn 10 now. That's not going to help him at all, is it? We're a yellow flag on the back straight. I'm going to concern Ghost is invalidated this time now. That was too much of a sharp angle corner there, wasn't it? He took too much curbage and really damaged that, damages up there, and Ghost unfortunately is invalidated. Someone's going to have to go around again there. What about Pillars? Pillars is set a 33. Where is he? There he is, the Ferrari driver. He was very much right on it as well earlier on the stage as well. Oh, lovely shot here. We're going to see that rear wing opening. Where is it? There it is, a lovely shot there. Got to say, that's fantastic camera work, isn't it? Beautiful stuff indeed then. Pillars done a 33.5 at the moment. So 33.3 at the moment, isn't it? Breaking down then. And now we've got now we've got issues on the soft tires as well then. So here comes Pillars coming out now then as Dan Murphy's back out. He's on the medium compound tires at the moment then as well. Here comes Pillars coming over the line. He is full fastest. That's a great time for Pillars. Really good time deep play. Still behind the soft runners of Woods, Baz and V Todd. Oh gosh. And now it's Payne's on track then. He has done a lap then. Oh no, he's doing a lap now then. We've also got Iceman out there as well. Oh goodness me, then we've got 1 minute to go then. The guys have got to come out of the pits now. We've still got Shane in the pits, we've still got Potato and Itchy is still in the pits well with just 1 minute and 50 to go. The time is your enemy at this stage of proceedings, and it's there. And now then, as Payne's coming through the foul turn, let's see what he did, and as we're on board, yellow flag has a Ferrari, roll off, his Ghost is off. Payne's is only 14 fastest then. Oh my goodness me, he's right on the bubble. He's not even on the bubble. Oh no, that's not good at all for the Williams driver, is it? Itchy is down out of the pits as well. Iceman is flying through past me. Incredible stuff, and indeed in the second intermediate time, 2500 a second, up on his best at the moment then. Good stuff indeed then. Murphy is out on track as well. We've got a Haas out there of German who's on an outlap. 1 minute to go in this session then. It's going very much nip and tuck. Iceman's lost a bit of time in the second sector. I wonder if he's got more of a lower downforce car on that lower downforce rear wing spec there, which means he is going to have a much less draggier car. He's going to have more top speed, isn't he? Down this back straight then. Oh, goodness me, he's weaving almost off the circuit there, isn't it? And there's a Ferrari then, the only Ferrari left in this at the moment, and that's infamous Pillars and Ghost. Unfortunately, is out of qualifying. The highest he's going to be is 13th fastest then, as Ghost just commented an awful track there as well. It's what a shame for Ghost there, and he is in 30th position, and he might have a bit of a struggle in the race as well. But let's see what he can do then. We might be counting our chickens before he hatches then, as Iceman is 12th fastest there. He's not improved then. He is a whisker away. He's on the limit of his on the limit of the car, isn't he? So I can't even get my words out. Paynes is, I think, out of qualify as well, as now Tichy is now started his lap as well. German is on a lap then. Murphy is on a lap as well. We've got Shane is in the pits there. There's going to be some tears in this final part of qualifying. There is going to be a big name which he wasn't expected to be taking the walk of shame at Q2. Who is it going to be then? Let's take a look. Is it going to be the championship leader? Oh my goodness me, just looked off my nose. Here comes Murphy now. He comes through the final turn. He's in third fast. He's the highest of the medium runners. He's done 2 laps on his medium tyres. So apparently, according to the I think Payne's there, who's just Reynolds off the track there. It's Iceman just got out of the way there, so Iceman doing a cracking job there. Muddy, he's very aware, isn't he, Iceman? It's lovely stuff indeed then. As Dan has got the shakes, he needed a drink now. Oh, Gurman's got the shakes. Oh my goodness me, Gurman is spelling, and that might be the end. That might be a hugely costly error there for Gurman. And once again, he is facing a second elimination. Well, this is going to be a second week in a row. He's not in the qualifying free. Goodness me for German. And what a shame there. Itchy is on track as well. Iceman is also on track. What about Titchy? Oh, Itchy and Titchy. That's not going to be good, is it, for the race? Goodness me, I'm going to get myself all mumbled up anyway. I'll get mumbled up anyway, don't I? But German, is he going to be out of qualifying now? We've also got Potato out there as well. And the qualifying has finished. And Shane is 7 for the moment. And Titchy is up to 8 for German. Is facing, I think that Potato. It started us up there, by the looks. He has started us up there. Here comes Itchy. He is through, and Itchy is through. And German is out qualified. That is one big name. We got two big names though. There is currently out qualified. One of them is German. Who is going to be? There's going to be two big names. It could be Tormar Rosso out qualified as well. Goodness me! No, this is not going to be. This is not good at all, is it? So it's Tormar Rosso, or it's going to be Tormar Rosso or New Potato. One of those two men is going to be very unhappy with his qualifying performance, but who is it going to be then? Here comes Potato, then he's in the second sector. We have got to wait a few more corners, then about 3 more corners before we get the second intermediate time to have a bearing to know where he is at the moment then. And so Payne's out qualifying, so is Ghost. Iceman is out as well, and German. It's between Tormar Rosso, it's between New Potato. He's a 10 for a second down in the second sector for New Potato, and he is now coming out of 13 as well. So never-ending right-hander here. This is where German lost there as he just spun it, didn't he? And that has cost German a qualifying free appearance, hasn't he? Coming down the back straight once again, and back on board with Potato. As this is good stuff indeed there. As now we're on board as he's breaking down then into second gear there, 40 miles an hour there before accelerating away then, and a Potato then is just one corner away from home then. His second intermediate split wasn't nothing special. What about his final split then? He comes up to it. He is out of qualifying as well. Goodness me, the bronze champion is also done. Gernman and Potato are out of qualifying. And that was not in the script. Goodness me. That is incredible. That's the brilliance about live sport, isn't it? And unfortunately, that is Potato who is going to be sitting out of qualifying free. The man who had a fantastic performance last time in Vietnam is unfortunately now out of qualifying. What a shame there for the bronze champion. Goodness me. As Darren is saying, as Dan is saying, what a lot there. As when Darren's gone to get go and get a drink. I think Gunnar has offered him a beverage, which of course we don't. Oh my goodness me! We'll come out in a minute because I think Tormar Rosso is out of qualifying as his car is. It looks like the AI might have damaged his car, and if that is the case, Tormar Rosso has been robbed of a qualifying free appearance. Goodness me, that is not good at all, is it? Oh gosh, that's not good. Anyway, then we'll go back down to in just a few moments. Payne's out qualifying, so is Ghost. Iceman out qualifying as well, so is New Potato. Incredible. German and Tormar Rosso, we think is out qualifying. Yes, he got to the top 10, but remember, you have to get to the pit lane under your own steam then. As Blades just said, the New Potato is cheating. Pog. We've also got Gavin Gunnar saying, I've got you, bud, as well. And we've also got Eric saying, oh, it's the best commentators. Oh, well, thank you there. I do sound like I'm two people, and I do look like I'm two people as well at the moment. Goodness me, I should say that I need to get to the gym very quickly. Yes, only 9 cars is in this qualifying free session, so I'm not sure I'm to Tormar Rosso. Hopefully someone can fill me in, but that is absolutely devastating for the McLaren driver, isn't it? We've got to have 2 McLarens really battling it out. That would have been fantastic back in the 90s, isn't it? And maybe even 2007 as well. It's the last time we had 2 McLarens. Well, no, it wasn't actually. It was 2012 probably, wasn't it? It was the last time we had 2 McLarens consistently battling away at the top of the timesheets. Baz is wasting no time then. He is coming out the pits then. And what a shame for Tormar Rosso. He is going to be absolutely devastated, isn't he? Of course, I'm very devastated for him as well because I feel that he was definitely one man. It was going to be really putting some pressure on the guys at the front there, wasn't it? It's good to see the likes of Woods out there though, isn't it? And Baz there in qualifying for as well. Shane looking very strong again here today, isn't he? Brilliant stuff indeed. We have got so at the moment we have got not 5 cars out on circuit at the moment there, and we got 4 in the pit lane as well at the moment there. And just taking a look at Baz now then, as he is on his out of the moment, just conditioning those tyres. And of course, unfortunately, there is a lot of tyre talk isn't it? When we talk about China, when we talk about a lot of Grand Prix circuits these days, isn't it? It's very much a tyre formula, isn't it? Looking after your tyres, isn't it? And unfortunately, and throughout all of history, now, Formula One, you've had to look after yourself, have to look after something in your car, haven't you? Whether it's a gearbox, whether it's tyres, or whether it's just your car in general. There, but yeah, I do. Sometimes the tyres might dominate a bit too much, but I've got to say, at least it throws up an interesting strategy, like it did on Sunday at the 70th anniversary of the British Grand Prix. Right, Baz has now finished conditioning his tyres, and he is now going to go for his first ever pole position of silver. Then let's see what he can do. Oh, goodness me, he's taking a very slow exit there out of 14 and 15. Then now for turn 16, he's in the science car. Let's see what he can do in the McLaren, and he goes across the grid hatches. He starts us up now in the McLaren, and of course he was very quick in qualifying too on those soft shod McLaren there. Let's see what he can do then for qualifying 3. Remember, he has to start the race on the soft tyres as well. Is that going to be a problem for him in the race later on? We'll find out then. But of course, I'm not thinking way too much to the future. We need to think about the here and now, don't we? As Steps would say, as he comes out of turn 4 as well then, and coming into turn 6, the first intermediate split is there. He's done a 23 for the late 23 for the first intermediate time. That good stuff indeed. Then he accelerates away then in the McLaren, back on board with Baz then as well. As we already mentioned in this show, he has been absolutely brilliant, hasn't he, in terms of consistency. He has finished every single race. He has had the least amount of penalties in the whole of the field. He's been magnificent, Baz, hasn't he? Let's see what he can do then. In this qualifying session as well, then, course, he is a man. He's a very good man to have in your team, isn't he? Because he's definitely very much racking up the points, isn't he? And McLaren are definitely feeding that quality right now, aren't they? In terms of the constructor standards, then. And Baz is now coming down the back straight as well, and waiting for those DRS boards. They don't need the DRS boards though, because you get a little beep in your ear, don't you, to tell you that you have the DRS ring available, so you can open it. Of course, in qualifying, you can open it any time you like. Course of the race, so you have to be a second behind the car in front then as well. Here comes Baz, and he flies through the final turn as well, and let's see what he can do. He comes across the grid hatches now. He's done a 30.5 there for Baz. A good start then. What about Shane then, as making his full appearance there for the AlphaTauri, and that is a great time. What about the championship leader Murphy? He's done 3 for 3 so far. He's already been on pole, and now he's on pole position again. He's almost 0.8 of a second in front of the next car, but no, Pillars has come in and really knocked him down there. Pillars is down pole. Even better, Titchy is on pole, but it's a goodness me, these times are electric out there. A 29.5, a 29.6, a 29.7. Impeccable stuff there from all those drivers. Absolutely fantastic. What about Sirius Russian then? As he comes out of turn 14 as well, then accelerates again. He gets on the loud pedal as well. Into 16 then. But Russian on a fantastic pace in qualifying 2. DRS. He is full fast around there. He was almost in the 29th there, but not quite there. V-Top then, he's had a fantastic start to the season as well, but that is 7 fast around there. 2 tenths of a second away from Baz then. Itchy is out on track then. What about Woods? He's gone onto the medium tyre then, and he's putting in the banker, I think Woods is. He's currently 8 fast at the moment as well. Itchy has gone slightly lower than the other cars out there, so he's got a clearer track there as well. The track will be at a better condition than the other guys as well then. So Titchy there, of course, who's had a fantastic start. I think this is debut, isn't it, in silver? I believe it is, isn't it? Incredible stuff for Titchy on his debut. Might get pole position for his first qualifying appearance. Fantastic stuff there from Titchy. Really well done indeed there. Coming down the back straight as well. Lovely over the shoulder shot with the Williams there, the Williams Mercedes car, and now we're just waiting for the braking point, and where's he focused on, and he is now braking down there to just 40 miles an hour as he dipped below the 40 mile an hour mark. Incredible, isn't it, how well these cars decrease there? It's absolutely brilliant, isn't it? He comes through the final turn as well, and he comes now. Very good stuff indeed there. He's still in track limits. He goes 8 fast as he does there, and I'm not sure if he'd be too happy with that time there. So Titchy making his debut here tonight in silver, and currently he's on pole position, his first appearance here in silver, and he's doing absolutely a grand job out there. Lovely stuff indeed there for Titchy. Really well done then. So lovely stuff then for the Red Bull driver. So we got Woods there coming in the pits while Itchy is just on a in-lap as well. Let's take stock there. 29.5 for Titchy then, 29.6 for Infamous Pillars, and a 29.7 for Murphy then. That is incredibly really close though between the top 3 drivers there. And my goodness me, it's going to be a fantastic this qualifying session, isn't it? Really good stuff indeed there. Out of those 3 drivers, only Murphy has been on pole position. Out of the 9 drivers, only Murphy has also been on pole position as well in this league. Absolutely brilliant stuff, and indeed, I'm loving this. This is going to be fantastic. We're going to get a new pole sitter, or is Dan there going to fight off the new drivers there and get his second pole position of his silver career? Remember, he's got 3 pole positions in his gold career, and one of the best laps you'll ever see in a Germany of season 2 there, where he was literally walking on water, wasn't he, in that Ferrari just over 2 seasons ago. Of course, his best season in ALR was season 2, wasn't it? I feel in terms of performance. Of course, in terms of stat, it was the first season where he did the best. So he finished 3rd in the driver's standings. Anyway, then yes, we're coming into the as we're coming into the final part of the qualifying session now as well. Droffa saying that glad some guys have been practicing to make Dan sweat there. Ayrton saying, come on Dan, and we've got Stumpy saying, what has the commentator been on? This is great. Sign him up for Sky. I would, but I can't actually speak very well, to be honest, as I keep mumbling up my words and all that kind of stuff. And I also get stage fright as well. Ayrton is in the pit. No, not Ayrton. I've seen his comment there. It's Itchy in the pits at the moment, and we are now just having a little before we get into the final bit of qualifying as well then. It's a good job actually, because I can actually take a breath as well then. So I hope you enjoyed it actually so far. It's been fantastic. Remember, this is only qualifying as well, everyone. We will be on course for the race in just a jiffy then, just over about 5 and a bit minutes time then before we get into the race there. And I'm really looking forward to this race as well. This is good. Last night's race was brilliant. Remember, Granty, the world champion from 11th on the grid, won the race there. His first race win of the season, his 13th race win of his career in ALR. The double world champion has really showed his class last night, didn't he, Grant? He absolutely fantastic the way he navigated himself through. That was absolutely brilliant stuff indeed, wasn't it? From Granty, hats off to him indeed there. But who is going to win here tonight then? And well, we're going to have to find out, aren't we? Serious Motion is currently on an outlap at the moment as well. We're on board then, and we are about to get going then for the final part of qualifying. Then 3.5 minutes to go then. As my hairband is falling off. Hang on with me, I can't see what's going on. There we go, much better. Right, so Serious Motion on an outlap at the moment. We've also got VTOL. Both racing points are out very early on then, so this is interesting then. Is it because the drivers are more confident now that they're going to get a lap and they don't need the track, do they, to come to them, because they're going to the track themselves, so they don't need to worry about the track being in peak condition, do they? So Serious Mushroom and VTOD out on track at the moment. Of course, VTOD is 4th in the championship at the moment, isn't he? With Serious Mushroom 2nd, and the racing point have been brilliant, haven't they? If it wasn't for Dan Murphy's absolutely electric start to the championship season in silver, my goodness me, I feel that I feel Racing Point would actually be top of these standings there, because both those 2 drivers have been brilliant. VTOD have really shown his potential that he showed in flashes last season, didn't he? He was very much a Jarno Trulli-esque driver last season. We'll see if I hope I don't upset him with that comment. Of course, he was quick in the qualifying and not so good in the race, wasn't he? And then there was occasions where he was absolutely fantastic in the race and nowhere in qualifying. So he went from a Trulli to a Button-esque kind of driver, because I don't think Button's strongest was. I'm not sure what happened there. There's me waffling away, and I should be commentating on what's going on. Goodness me! And a Mushroom there is that a problem there, and he is going to have to go around again. Luckily, he has saved himself some time, but has he got the fuel in the car there to go again? But unfortunately for Serious Mushroom, he is going to have to go around again then, so he's going to have to do an extra lap on those tyres then. As VTOD is coming out of the final turn as well. Let's go then. Look at the heat haze there coming off of the track there. VTOD there, goodness me, weaving all over the circuit there, going into turn 1. Possibly not the best way to go into turn 1 there. Maybe he's just burning himself up, but goodness me. That's probably not the best way to go to turn 1. But VTOD there into the second turn as well. So long corners these are, aren't they? Very difficult indeed, isn't it? On the tyres there, it's punishment, isn't it? It's awful punishment for these Pirelli rubbers then. Some 51 hundredths of a second down in the first sector there for VTOD then before he gets on the loud pedal. Let's see what he can do in the second and first sector. I've got to say, all sectors around here are just as important as each other, really, aren't they? Which is probably a very silly statement to make, because of course all of them are important, because it adds to the overall time around this course. But I figured other circuits around the world there. Oh, it's VTOL full. He was going wide there, but no, he is okay. And He is fine, Andy. He's got 2 tenths a second up there in the second sector. Lovely stuff indeed there for VTOD then. So a much better second sector there for VTOD. Where's that going to put him? Now it's in the ballpark with Baz at the moment. Because of that, unfortunately, he is back in the pits and he ain't going to be able to do another run then. Woods is also not coming out either. Now that's interesting there because I'm surprised that Woods hasn't come out and attempted to go on the soft tires because you get a new set of soft tires, don't you, for the for this qualifying session now to encourage people to go out there. Here comes VTOD in the first meaningful time and he goes fifth fastest there. Good time there for VTOD. Lovely stuff indeed then. Itchy's just started this up as well. Dan is also starting this up. I think Dan might be the last man across the line. He will be the last man across the line. He's judged that to absolute perfection there with 9 seconds to go. Goodness me, that man likes a thrill, don't he? Titchy is 8,800 a second down the road. He is the man defending that pole position now. But remember, the track is getting quicker and quicker. We're on board with him. We have to say a racing point just behind him. Lovely shot, lovely over the shoulder shot here. We got a yellow flag there. It's what the other racing point. I think it's VTOD there. Just get all the way there. He has finished his qualifying run. He is fifth fast. Lovely stuff indeed there. Accelerator now at 15 then into the final corner as well for the Red Bull Honda. Let's see what he's going to do then. He comes across the line. The checker flag is floating. It is non-improvement there. 1,600 down. Goodness me. And a racing point. A serious motion. Oh, he's done a Hamilton. And that's unfortunate there for Mushroom. 2 tenths of second. If was Trillers comes through the final turn, is in pole position. Yes, it's pole position there for the Ferrari driver. My goodness me. 200ths of a second there. What about Shane? Shane is pole position. Wow, incredible stuff. These guys are absolutely lowering the bar. Oh, and mate, stuff. I apologize to Shane because I missed him there. I got a bit too excited. Incredible pole position there. Baz retired from the session. What about Itchy? Not very good first lap there for Itchy. What about this final lap as well? It's all nothing for Itchy now, who's carrying on the fourth row of the grid for the Williams there in the Latifi car. Oh, he's got squirrely. Is it going to cost him? He is fifth fast at the moment then. And now we just got Murphy. He's in the wall. Murphy's in the wall. He is out of qualifying. Oh, no, Murphy was giving it his all there. I think he also invalidated his time on the last corner as well. So Dan Murphy, the championship leader, is fourth in this qualifying session. And that's unfortunate there for the Mercedes driver. Of course, Giovinazzi crossed there as well, didn't he? Not so long ago as well. I think it's 2017, wasn't it? But nevertheless, Shane in his debut for the AlphaTauri is on pole position. A fantastic time there for Shane. And my goodness me there. I gotta say, I was not expecting that. Really wasn't that. That took me back. An incredible lap for Shane. He has got it together. And he is on pole position. Fantastic stuff there from Shane. As Nalan's just on board then. Oh my goodness me then. I'm wondering how I bet he's going to be absolutely ecstatic out there, isn't he? And all the Shane fans are going to be loving this, aren't they? We did, there's a lot of there's comments last week that we didn't see much of Shane, did we? Unfortunately, when we did see Shane, he did make a bit of a mistake, didn't he? But not today. He is the star man. He is the man on pole position then for the Chinese Grand Prix. And well done to that man, Shane. I've got to say that is very much unexpected from my side. It didn't really trouble the front runners in the first couple of sessions, but what do I know? A brilliant time. All that matters is you're fastest on qualifying free, and he is fastest in qualifying free, and he's also taking a victory lap as well. Absolutely fantastic stuff from Shane then. And lovely stuff indeed. Then I got to say, I think he's just enjoying this lap there, enjoying the glory, isn't he? And why shouldn't he? Hey, that is brilliant time indeed there for Shane. And I've got to say, I'm very chuffed for the man indeed there. And there it is. That's confirmation then. Well done to Shane. His first pole position of his career. Is it the first of many? Well, we're going to find out as well then. Right then, that's the end of qualifying. Look at that. Less than a tenth of a second separates Shane and Nathan Phillips. Both of them would have been on pole position for the first time in their careers. Titchy in third position, showing that he has got some pedigree, doesn't he? Fourth position, the championship leader, Murphy. Goodness me. As he was in the wall at the exit of turn 16 there. Under pressure, Murphy is maybe the first time this season we're seeing Murphy there buckle. Fifth position is Itchy. 6 is Serious Musher there. 7th position is VTOD. Baz in 8th. And Woods in not shed. As unfortunately Woods didn't really put in a proper time there, did he? I'm surprised by that. He should have probably put on a set of soft zone. Had a good old go. Nunda is a very Nunda giving us some wise words there in the Oda comments there. Do not, of course, do not try and win the race into turn one. Definitely not there. Definitely not then. Anyway, as we're now then getting ready for the race itself, and as I quickly get rid of all the notifications as well, as I've also been mentioned. Yeah, I've just read a message which I should have read about an hour ago. Oh my goodness me! I did. I think it was right on. I did say that it was going to be a dry race, but that is a very gloomy race, isn't it? The track temperature might be a little cooler than what these drivers want, isn't it? They're going to have a bit of trouble getting those tyres up to temperature, aren't they? For the formation lap, that's going to make the formation lap even more essential, isn't it? As the drivers are now just getting ready to put on whatever tyres they fancy, like starting on, apart from the top 10, of course, as they have to choose those tyres. And then we've got 10 seconds to go before the formation lap starts. Then I got to say, I'm really looking forward to this one. This one's going to be fantastic, isn't it? We could have a first-time winner here, can't we? The former winners in the actual grid at the moment there is actually only Dan Murphy, I think, and no one else has actually won a race, have they, in this current field of silver? So that is absolutely amazing, isn't it? Goodness me, could we have a first-time winner in silver tonight? Then I'd love to see that, but of course, there I cannot be too fair. Of course, I'll do it from the championship point of view because. It's also nice to see Dan really shining, isn't he? I don't think he's ever properly shone, has he, in gold, really, has he? I think Season 2 is probably one of his best seasons. And Razor has left the session! Oh my goodness me! And that is horrific stuff for Razor! And, oh my goodness, I am absolutely devastated for position still. Yeah, so he's still on. He can still get back in. I think then, because I think it is just before the race itself, you can get back in. Let's take a look. But before, as we've had drama, and we haven't even finished the formation lap yet either. Gio says he's back home. Good stuff indeed, Gio. I hope you enjoy yourself. I hope you enjoy this race while Razor's back in the session. Thank goodness for that then. Stumpy, come on, Twitchy. Twitchy currently at the moment in third position then. Good stuff then. Let's go through the grid from pole position there to 20 for the grid as well. As Emerson has just said, Pillars is looking to bottle it in turn 2. Oh gosh. Well, let's hope not, because of course Pillars is in a fantastic position. He's second at the moment, isn't he? Right then, on pole position for the first time in his career in the Danny Fiat car is O'Shane, and brilliant lap there. Second position is Pillars. Let's hope we don't bottle it in turn 2. Third position is Twitchy there. It's David for silver. Great stuff indeed. The championship leader Dan Murphy fourth. Fifth position there is Itchy in the Williams. Serious Mushroom, who is second in the drivers' championship, is sixth. V Todd, who is fourth in the drivers' championship, is seventh. Bars is in 8th position, Woods is in 9th, and at 10th position is at Tor Marosso. Medium tyres for Shane, Pillars, Twitchy and Murphy. We got soft tyres for Itchy, and we also have soft tyres for V, Todd, Bars and Woods as well, and we've got Serious Mushroom also on the medium tyres. There is the strategy prediction, 1 or 2 stops around here. The race winning strategy last night was a 1-stopper, wasn't it, but barring that safety car. Anyway, let's go through the rest of the grid, shall we? 10th position is Tor Marosso. He is on the medium compound tyres. German is on the hard tyres. He's well out of position. He is third in the Drivers' Championship. 12th position is Noob Potato. He is on the hard as well. 13th position is Iceman. 14th is Ghost. 15th is Paint with Flea in 16th. King Zone is in 17th position. 18th is Razor. Has he got his car back? He's looking a bit ghosty. 19th position is Wilson. And at 20th position is FIFA. Hard to... Oh, goodness me. As Wilson and King Zone not wanting to finish off the... Oh my goodness me! Oh no, Shane has left the session! What a appalling luck there from the pole sitter! Oh no, this is not good at all, is it? And what a shame now! What a shame now from Shane. And can he get back in the session? He needs to get back in as quickly as possible before those lights go out. This is not good at all, is it? This is absolutely heartache for Shane. He was on pole position, wasn't he? And now he's unfortunately, he's now a ghost, and this is good stuff for Pillars, isn't it? But I'm sure this is not how he wanted to take the lead there. We are waiting for those lights to come on then, and when they go out, we'll be racing in China then. We are just waiting for them. Where are those lights then? The tension is building up. We're on board with second place man, who's the de facto pole position then. We are just waiting to get going then, and so now then we're just waiting for. There's the predicted strategy as well. Oh my goodness me, the tension is building up. I can hardly contain myself. I'm getting higher and higher. Oh gosh, Sarah, I'm going to have to quit it for a minute because I don't think I'll be able to keep up that momentum for 28 laps around here as well then. And yeah, we're having a bit of a on a bit of a problem there. As Lemony, that's a great name. He said, disaster! It really is, isn't it? Gio said disastrous as well. So this is not very good at all, is it? But on a more positive note, I think Gio said his surgery went fine then on his second day. Well done to good stuff, Gio. There, absolutely lovely stuff there. And I hope you have good recovery indeed. Then, and I hope it's all gone well. And it sounds absolutely brilliant stuff. And it's really good to hear that. That's great news. You can tell I'm really rubbish to try and. I'm really rubbish on serious topics. so yeah, sorry about that. But glad to hear that Gio's all fine and back up. And good stuff indeed. Then Lemony saying it says that too. Yeah, I think that we're Back to the Future kind of thing as well. I am just bearing with. Let me just take a look to see what is going on in the old chat. Not a lot, to be honest. There's Dan Murphy. It's a lobby restart there. So Dan is going. He has put his admin hat on. He has made the choice. He is stuck with it. And good stuff indeed there. So it's going to be a lobby restart as well. As FIFA set the fast on the race. FIFA is flying now. So is King. And they're all flying at the moment, aren't they? And a lobby restart then. Oh, just keep an eye and get back to. Oh. I've got an error. But hopefully the broadcast has stopped. Well, if anyone's on Facebook, as Emerson said, probably going to have to restart the lobby. Yeah, we are, unfortunately. We are just going to get back into the session as well. As you see my lovely pink screen there as well. That's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Right then, we'll be back in action in just a few moments, guys. If you're on Facebook, that's one good thing about the stream on Facebook is the stream continues on there. That's all lovely stuff indeed. Then, so I'm just now waiting for the lobby, and we'll be back in action in just a few moments' time. Then, anyway, then. So I'm now just waiting for the old invite, really. Yeah, that's it. So just waiting for the old invite, and then we'll be back going in at just a jiffy as well. Then, so I got to say I'm actually very disappointed, to be honest, because I was really good actually today. I've got all the thumbnails and everything like that up, and then that goes wrong then. But don't worry about it, guys. We'll be back in action in just a few months' time. I'm glad racing in Vietnam, unfortunately, then for the bronze. There's just nowhere to fit in, is it? Because we're racing solidly right up till the week before Christmas. Absolutely incredible, isn't it? As we've had to fit in the whole calendar before Christmas. Brilliant stuff indeed. Then, as As I just taking a look at the old comments there as well, and it's great to have you all back in there. And yet we are almost ready to get going once again. And of course, Dan is setting up a new lobby then, as I feel that I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe it was because Shane had issues there with his connection, and if that is the case, then hats off there. Top admin might go to Dan Murphy for that sportsmanship. I got to say, if I was in Dan's position leading the championship, I wouldn't have done the same. But that's just me. As we're now just getting ready for the race start as well. So yeah, it's a bit of a delay, but bear with us, guys. And thank you all for sticking with us as well. Then, only problem I got now is that I've now got to glue both the streams together on YouTube, which really breaks me. As I do like it seamless. You can see the track layout is on the screen right now. Then we've got 16 turns around the Shanghai International Circuit. We've been in this track since 2004. We've had some legendary races here over the past. Get Red Bull's first ever race win, wasn't it? Way back in 2009. That roar was brilliant, wasn't it? It's usually good for Ducks. It was also good for Red Bull as well that day, wasn't it? And there's a 1-2 as well for Red Bull. Fantastic, wasn't it? The other race I really enjoyed was 2010. I think it was Button there getting his second race win for McLaren. Fantastic, wasn't it? He judged conditions to absolute perfection. You may have heard in the qualifying show that I was very unhappy with 2007. Of course, that race still haunts me to this day, unfortunately, where Hamilton gets beached into that most pathetic of gravel traps there, which really breaks me, and I can't watch the 2007 season review anymore. Really pains me. With the other, I quite enjoyed it. I think it was 2005. I think it was the Chinese Grand Prix. I think it might have been 2006 actually, where there was a sprinkling of rain, wasn't it? Which really shook things up in the final stage of the race, wasn't it? Because I think it was the Constructors' Championship was on the line or something like that. It was a really good race. Really was indeed that. 2012 was also a good race as well. Nico Rosberg's first ever race win, wasn't it? And also Mercedes' first race win since returning to the sport. Brilliant stuff. There's a lot of first race wins around here, isn't there? Sense of the theme, sense of the theme. As Gunnar said, Danzo is fair when it comes to things. So, in fairness, all admins in ALR are top class. They really are, aren't they? Of course, Knowles, the head admin, he does a great job of keeping us all in ship shape. Dan, of course, has done a great job in silver, and Favre's done an absolutely cracking job in bronze as well, hasn't he? So, really good stuff from all the admins as well. Favre's been, of course, the newest addition to the admin team, and he's been absolutely splendid, hasn't he? And he somehow is still an admin, he even puts up with all my gifts that I throw to each admin as well on a daily basis there, of course. Anyway, then we are just ready to get going as well then. As Simon just said, Gavin, look on Discord, lol. Oh, that's never a good sign, is it? Of course, there's a bit of banter, isn't it, with the other ALR drivers? I got to say, the banter in ALR is absolutely fantastic. Sometimes it really is. Sometimes I don't get the banter though, because I got to say, I'm very. I'm a bit too old these days. I've hit 3 decades. Goodness me. Yeah, I've even got a grey hair in my happy trail. Just saying that we got Nunda saying, do not forget your setups. An absolutely splendid and excellent idea there, Nunda. Every time there's a race restart, I always forget to put my setup on because I usually go off in and grab a drink or something, and then forget what I'm doing then. But yet we will be back in action in just a few moments' time as well. A slight delay for anyone who is joining us there, expecting the race to be a couple of laps out. Well, unfortunately, we're having a race start, but we will be getting there in just a jiffy as well. As the session will be set up as it was before. There's no qualifying this time. Straight into the race then. For the top runners, they must start on the tyres which they set the fastest time for Q2. That rule is staying exactly the same there. No if, buts, or maybe. That is hard and fast rule. The only difference is those tyres are going to be 2 or 3 laps fresher now, which might be a huge benefit in this race, and who knows, that's going to really change the strategy, isn't it? Perhaps, and those 1 or 2 laps. Those 1 or 2 laps extra are really going to be very important in there as well. As my phone is going to sleep for some reason. Wake up! There we go. I think my phone is ready. I am ready. We are about to get racing in Shanghai. Let's get there. Is the countdown, and here we go again. We're going to have formation up again because it's a completely new race, everyone. Of course, exactly like it is in Formula 1. And then they have to do the start procedure once again. The only difference is we don't have a 10-minute countdown or anything like that. We go straight into it, which is much better, isn't it? Just a reminder of the state of play in the driver's standards, shall we? Dan Murphy is still leading the standards, even though we've only done qualifying, not a race yet. No points are handed out in qualifying. But in the state of play in the championship, Dan Murphy is still leading by 41 points, of course, there. Sarah's Mersham is qualified 6th on the grid today. Gurman is qualified down in 11th today. Goodness me. And we've also got New Potato, who's up to 5th position, but he's in 12th then. Pillars there is on the front row of the grid. Let's see what he can do. He's going to be Murphy's new championship contender then. I've got to say, they're queuing up for Dan, aren't they? We cannot discount Mushroom, Gurman, V. Todd, Potato, all pillars there. They have all been fantastic. Torma Rosso, I would definitely not discount out either. There are so many of you guys that is queuing up, wanting to take Murphy, knock him off his perch there, isn't he? And goodness me, that is going to be a man who's going to be very difficult to knock off that perch. Because when he does want to get knocked off anywhere, he definitely stays where he wants, doesn't he? Hector is just saying that, let's go Pillars there. As of course Pillars is on the second row. Sorry, he's on the front row of the grid. He is in P2 for his first time for Ferrari. Well, technically his second, but it's his first full-time seat. Remember, he drove in Bahrain Ferrari there, and that was the first taste we had of Pillars. And my goodness me, he was fantastic, wasn't he? He was sending one up the inside. He was here, there, and everywhere. And it was a really good performance there from Pillars. And I wonder, and he's not going to have to do much overtaking tonight, though, is he? Because he's on the front row. But to me, I hope I'm jinxing there, because good to be there, because anything can happen in ALR Silver, and it usually does, don't it? Right then, it's the time is ticking again. I have a bit of deja vu here, don't I? Goodness me. But yep, we are going to be getting this session underway in just a few moments' time then as well. Of course, we also had issue in bronze, didn't we, last weekend as well? And I got to say, it's fantastic all you guys actually stayed with it. I got to appreciate that actually. Very good stuff indeed, and I really enjoyed the old banter with the drivers as well, because the drivers usually on circuit, aren't they? Just concentrating on getting the job done, but it was good to talk to them actually during the session there. Well, it wasn't really a session, was it? Right then, here we go then, and we are now ready for the race itself. And everyone is on the same tyres as they should have been in qualifying 2, or when they started the race earlier on then, because this is a new start, but you have to stay on the tyres then. Let's go for the grid shot from front to back once again then. Shane then, who left the session earlier on then, but he is back in it, and he is back on pole position, and I feel this is right then, isn't it? It's right for Shane now to take up his first ever pole position grid slides now, and he is warming up those tyres. He's on the medium. Pillars is alongside him on row 1. That is looking juicy, isn't it? Third position is Titchy, and fourth position is Dan Murphy, all on the medium compound tyres then. Itchy on the soft line. He's going to be itching to get going. In fifth position, the Williams there. He's going to be lightning quick off the line, isn't he? Serious Mushroom second of the World Championship. He is on the medium tyres, and V. Todd is in seventh position there. He's going to have a lot of troubles with warm up, so this lap is extra important there for Gurman in the Haas. Same with New Potato as well. He's also on the hard tyre as well. Both are bronze promotees is on the same row. Goodness me as well. Ghost saying that I put medium tyres on, but the game has put me on soft tyres. Oh, that's a shame now for Ghost, isn't it? Because that is really going to hamper his strategical calls, isn't it? Ghost, oh goodness me, it's getting from bad to worse for Ghost, isn't it? The most unluckiest man on the grid at the moment, isn't he? Oh, what a shame there. He's got very much the Mark Webber look at the moment. Honestly, what a shame there for Ghost there. And we're on board Ghost at the moment. He is in 14th position there. Paynes is in 15th, medium tyres. 16th position is Flea. 17th is Kingdom. 18th is Razor. Wilson in 19th, and FIFA having a qualifying ban is 20th, and hard tyres for Flea for Flea and Wilson and FIFA Beefy as well then. As the fourth car saying, great job fixing the technical problems there. Yep, well done to Dan there. He was very much on it like a car bonnet there. Lovely stuff indeed then. Right then, 28 laps around this incredible circuit here in Shanghai then. I've got to say, the circuit doesn't appeal to everyone, does it? It's kind of a track you either love it or hate it kind of thing. But I've got to say, it does produce some fantastic racing. Just remember last season in gold. Remember last night in gold as well. Garage from them from the grid. Murphy is in full position. Serge Mushroom is up the fifth as well. That's a Haas right off the track in the background. And on board Rush, then he's gone on the inside there. He's on the outside now of the Red Bull there. As when the Haas there was definitely very much outside there. I think it was Woods there. And now we're coming down as there's a yellow flag. And then look on the inside there. Serge Mercer there on the inside of his championship rival. And he's free and he passes Murphy. No, he ain't, because Murphy is alongside these two men are battling for the title right there. First and second in the World Drivers' Championship. Incredible stuff indeed. Then Tichy 6, Viton 7, 8 is Bars. Torma Ross is up to 9th. But Ghost up to 10th. Fantastic. Potato 11th, and Woods in 12th position. Ghost has had issues. Ghost has had issues. Oh my goodness me! And he's got the fast up the race there as well. Oh, Ghost. Oh no, what a shame there for Ghost. It was German that went off the track. He's down to 17th position as well. As oh, this is such a shame. Vital is in the wall. Vital, that's a McLaren. Torma Ross is right there, all off the track. What's going on? It's an appalling corner at turn 12. Oh gosh, then, and look at Germany. He's all the way down to the back. Wilson is also at the back as well then. And Razor and Vitor have also dropped down. Oh, we're going for the lead. Pillars is going for the lead there. He's all over alongside him. He's going for him. No, he ain't there. As Shane fights back going into the final turn there. And Pillars is all over the back of him now. He has to make hay whilst the sun is shining because Itchy is all over the back of him like a rash. I would come through the complete lap. Well, Murphy is apparently leading, but it's Shane on my eyes. No, it's Pillars. He takes the lead of the Chinese Grand Prix. Shane is down in second position now, but he's trying to go on the outside. They're all ghosted. Itchy is down in the second position as well. And now coming into turn 2, and look at Murphy there. He's having a look at. He's having a good lunge there on the inside as well. Incredible stuff. As Shane is still repelled. Itchy at the moment. Look at the kill cars behind Shane, and the poles there had a bit of issues as they going into turn number 6 as well. And that was an appalling camera shot. Into the pits comes Tormar Ross, and what a shame there for Tormar Ross. He's had Spurs. Ghost is back in the session and he is in 15th position at the moment. And I'm wondering if that might cause a wrath for the stewards there, unfortunately, for Ghost there, because I think one of the new rules is that you cannot join the session. But we'll find out about that later on. We're on board with Mushroom with the order. Here's alongside Murphy, wasn't he, on the opening lap there? Incredible bravery from Mushroom. And once again, that he has shown that he's got some real speed there in that racing point as well. So Pillars leads. McMahon. Shane is second and Itchy is third. Murphy fourth and Mushroom fifth. And Titchy is in sixth position. There's a 2.1 second gap then between Titchy and New Potatoes, up 5 positions. Up 7 positions, FIFA Beefy. Remember, we had a qualifying bar. There's a fantastic stuff there from it's Kingdom is dropping down the order as a Ghost. Kingdom is off the track at turn 13 now in the Mercedes. He's on the medium tires, Kingdom is, and just recovering his ride. And Shane and Itchy there still battling away, aren't they, for an incredible second and third position. This is absolutely fantastic stuff. It really is. As of now, then we're coming through once again, and lap 3 then. Pillars leads. Shane second, third position is Itchy. Murphy in fourth position, the championship leader. Then we got Mushroom in fifth, and Itchy in sixth position. The front six are now, we've got a bit of a deficit now over themselves in the bronze champion, which is Potato. He's in 7th position at the moment. Woods is all over the back of the bronze champion, and he is 8th. He's on those soft tyres at the moment. He will have a grip advantage then. And we've also got Paynes there in 10th position as well. Good stuff there from both Williamsons there in the points at the moment then. And now what can Pillars do? He's already out of DRS range then from the race from the second man at the moment, which is Shane. I keep calling him McMahon. I gotta say, I've got rested on the brain. But of course, Shane McMahon, a big old hero of me back when I was younger. Pillars there is now at 1.4 seconds in front of the pole there, and infamous Pillars there. I gotta say, he is looking very strong in the front end as well. His first full-time driver for Ferrari, and he is looking fantastic at this stage of proceedings, isn't he? Shane is second, but it's Itchy. He needs to get through now if he wants to make this strategy work there. He needs to get by now. Of course, there's a Flea is out to the race end. And what's happened there? Oh no! I think Bottas spun there, didn't he? Is that going to be a full course caution? We'll find out in just a few moments then. As I'm just waiting for it. I can't see anything, but the track is definitely lit up yellow there. I think that they have got a full course caution because they are not at a high speed, and I think it's a virtual safety car, or is it? Just having a look there. I think there's a safety car out there. I think it's a safety car, is it? I am so confused right now. Goodness me, I don't even know what's going on. But there we go then. And now Pillars is coming. Oh, look at this. Shane's in the pits, and Murphy is not staying out there. Oh, goodness me. And these guys are rolling the dice. I'm surprised that Shane's in the pits there. And look at how close they're coming in the pits there as well. Incredible stuff indeed then. So, I expected the software to come in the pits. I'm surprised to see Shane in the pits and the pole sitter at the moment then. And it is a safety car. Bernd Mylander is out there at the moment then. And yeah, for some reason hasn't appeared on my screen then. So yeah, it is a safety car, guys. And yeah, they've all got a line up behind Bernd Mylander. And there he is then. He is now going to get off there. He's in that very fast road car. Look at that Mercedes. That's a beautiful car, isn't it? But behind him is an even much more beautiful car of the Ferrari. And now we've got another Mercedes of Dan as well. Taking a look at the pit stops. There's Ghost there. Oh my goodness me, it's a paint there. It's just coming out in front of Ghost there. Goodness me, they're not very gentlemanly in the pits, are they? Torma Ross on the hard tires one, so it's Razor as well then. Flea out of the race. What a shame for Flea. And I think that is Flees for DNF in 4 races, and he's had a difficult start there, isn't he? For the for his silver career, isn't he? What a shame for Flea in his second silver race as well. Just on a quick look there as well. It's yeah, Rogue. I was just saying, yeah, Rogue put on medium tires, but sorry, the game's put on soft as well. Blair saying, Murray Rourke on his first lap, like, this is fantastic. This is fantastic. It is fantastic, isn't it? What a start out to the Chinese Grand Prix. And I've got to say, it was looking very dull at the beginning. Oh no! And Shane has had another issue there with his connection. And what a shame. The man who's on pole position, he's having a nightmare. I think someone's helped me out from when I was very confused, which I'm always confused, don't I? But I've got to say, thanks Sam there, because I do need a lot of help, don't I, when I'm talking all kinds of nonsense then. So in the pits then we had we had in the pits was Shane, and I think Wilson came in the pits as well, didn't he? We also had I think we had Itchy and Woods in the pits as well then. So then we've got safety car out then. Safety car's out for one more lap. I think that once this lap is over, the safety car will peel off back in the pits, and Infamous Pillars will become the safety car, and he will control the pace. No one could overtake him and still the start-finish line. So so that Murphy's going to have to stay behind him and maybe try and have a run going into turn 1 perhaps then. But Pillars there is not going to be not going to be too concerned, is he? Blair's saying, what can you say? You could say, what a shame there. Sorry, it's awful. yeah. I like the pun there. That was a fantastic pun there from Blair. I like that. Good stuff. Phil Ross there is having stuff like that. And there's a lot of, there's a bit of a queue there at the back there. I'm not sure what's going on there. But we'll find out in a minute. Oh, lovely shot here for the nose cone of the Ferrari. I've got to say, look at it. These cars are a work of art, and they absolutely splendid stuff. Even the safety car is an absolutely beautiful machine, isn't it? Brilliant. But yeah, we have a safety car at this moment in time then. One Ferrari's in first, the other Ferrari's in 18th position of a Ghost then. So as we were saying in the pre-show, if a Ghost didn't have any luck, if he had any luck, it'd be bad luck there, wasn't he? It seems to be the Mark Webber of ALR Silver at the moment, isn't he, Ghost? As he seems to get all kinds of bad luck. Remember, Webber, anything he used to go wrong on Mark Webber's car, it was... If anything used to go on the Red Bull car, it was usually Mark Webber's car, wasn't it? He used to have awful problems with the curves and all that kind of stuff, didn't he? He seemed Vettel used to have didn't used to have that many problems, did he, in the Red Bull? It always used to be Mark Webber there. Yeah, of course, I was a big Mark Webber fan. I was actually disappointed. I was absolutely good when he didn't win it in 2010. Nevertheless. But of course, he's still a very good driver, and he's not bad for a number 2 driver either, as he infamously said back in 2010, I think it was, Silverstone, wasn't it? As Blair said, he is joined. Yes, Shane is back in the session then. So we'll leave it there for a minute then, as the pole sitter there is giving it a third bite of the cherry then, after having kind of issues as well. Emerson is saying multi-21 then. Yes, as we talked about Mark Webber, how can you forget the multi-21 incident back in Malaysia 2013? I wonder if that was probably what made Mark Webber retire. He says it wasn't, but I've got to say that's definitely something that probably irked him off quite spectacularly. Anyway, enough about that. We got to get back racing here tonight, aren't we? As we are now left, the safety car has left us. Infamous Pillars is the de facto safety car. He is controlling the pace. When is he going to drop the hammer then? With Murphy in second position then. We're going to find out now. Shane has moved himself up to 8th somehow, and there's no overtaking to the start finish line. Now we're racing here in China, and they're going very wide then. Well, Infamous Pillars went wide then, but look at this though. It's also Pateo going very wide as well in the background. As there's a car in the pits then. I think that was King that just flew in the pits there in the Mercedes, and he must have damaged his car somewhere, because that is definitely not what he wanted, was it? And they're just taking a look down the order then. Itchy is all over the back of Wilson then, but Wilson repelling the attack. Bit of contact, so he's gone over and under it. Itchy has fantastic maneuver there on the medium shot. Williams there. Here's through. Wilson has dropped down into 10th position there, and now we got Woods there. Oh, just clipping the rear wheel of Wilson, and they come out of turn 3 then. Good something. Oh, lovely shot here for the nose cone to Haas then. So Woods there making his first appearance for Silver tonight, isn't he? And he's doing a cracking job at the moment this season. Lovely something then. Page has passed V Todd, or has he? Oh my goodness, he is getting very much wheel to wheel there, banging wheels out of turn 20. But now it's Page is up in the 13th. The V Todd is in a 15th position there. Baz is in 14th position as well. Kingston has left the session there, and that is a shame now isn't he? He's having a rotten bit of bad luck to begin this season, isn't he, Kings? We got Ghost so in 16th position as well. Lovely shot here as we are looking down onto the course at the moment now. And look at these cars. And oh my goodness me, look at them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars. I can't even count. There's so many of them. Incredible stuff. And as they come through, Fleer's there for session as well. Oh, and that's a Redo. Redo off the track there. Now we've got Woods there, who is side by side. Oh my goodness me, look at this. This is incredible. There's wheel to wheel going down the back straight then. As now Jake Wilson there is on the outside and Woods on the inside. We've got New Potatoes past Tichy as well, and they come out a hairpin. Incredible stuff indeed. Then it's now coming into 16. Woods has got in front of Wilson. No, he hasn't. Wilson's back on the inside. Incredible stuff. Woods is dropping down the order. Woods is in the wall. He's in the wall there, and he was getting very nip and tight there. Razor is out of the race as well. Where's Razor? And Razor is just behind this battle here. And I think we've got another full course. Oh, he's off. He's off down the back straight there, and we get as we've got another safety car. We have got another safety car. Goodness me, then it's action-packed here in Shanghai at the moment. Oh my goodness me, then. And we've got another safety car as well as Woods there. Hasn't damaged the car, believe it or not. Goodness me, they make those wings strong in America, don't they? Razor's left for session and he's out of the race. And we've got 3 retirements and 2. Razor and Fleet. We've lost Kingdom, but I'm hoping Kingdom will get back in this session. Then Pillars is leading, then second is Murphy. And Serious Mushroom over the third, then fantastic. Fourth was New Potato. We've seen it on the side tower, but unfortunately we didn't see it in the real world. Tichy down to 5th, and FIFA is up into 6th. Goodness me, FIFA flying through the field there, fantastic. German is up in 7th as well. He's keeping himself in very much of in the battle for the race wing, or even the podium. Then anything could happen in this race. We're only 7 laps into this race. We've had 2 safety cars already, 2 retirements already as well. It's been absolutely fantastic start to this race, hasn't it? Itchy in 9th position, and then 10th is Iceman. Good stuff there. Wilson in 11th position. He has been very much in the thick of things, hasn't he? Payne's in 12th position. 13th is V-Top, then with Bars 14th. Ghost is in 15th. Torma Ross is 16th. Woods is recovering in 17th. And King's Oak is a bit of Ghost at the moment. Is anyone going to come to the pits then? We are not at half distance yet, but yes, the 2 leaders are in the pits, as is Serious Mushroom as well. Oh, his Pillar's gone into the wall. I'm not sure if he's gone to the wall or not, but Potato leads the Chinese Grand Prix. We're on board with the former race leader, Mercedes mechanics are up, Ferrari mechanics are as well. And let's see what they're doing then. Are they changing the nose cut on the Ferrari then? I'm just taking a look at no, he's okay then. He is very close up, but he's coming out of the pits now. Murphy is being held up, isn't he? He's had an appalling start there for the Mercedes, and I think Serious Mushroom is out in front of him. Yes, so is Tichy as well. Murphy has dropped down a couple of positions. And the championship leader on a bit of a dismal race at the moment, isn't he? Well, dismal by his standards. Goodness me, and I'm about to cough. As Emerson has said, that would be a typical Pillars fashion there. As I think I assumed he was in the wall there, but luckily he was all right. Oh, funky overs there from Williams McCarran there. I didn't think there was black. And Pillars as Payne's is coming out in 17th position there. So we look at FIFA from 20th on the grid is now second. From Potato, who is from 12th on the grid, is now up into the lead of this race. Gerdman is in at 3rd position. He was 11th. Incredible stuff. Shane, who is the pole sitter, is now 4th. This is an absolutely action-packed race. I'm enjoying this one. It's been brilliant stuff indeed then. Emerson saying he'll get back up there. Yes, of course, Pillars is down in 11th position, but he does have that fresh, hard tires. So they're going to get to the end. That's going to quite. There's going to have to be a bit of babysitting on those tires, I believe. Then, so I don't think it's going to be a longer safety car period. Then I expect the safety car to be back in probably in the next lap, not this lap, probably in the next lap. Then. As just about saying, with all these disconnections, you could all these connections there are ghosts in the lobby. You reckon? Oh, I need to stop for all these puns. They're awful. Oh yes, I love it. Yeah, of course. I've also sorry, Blair. It took me a while to get up to that then as well. I can't do 2 things at once. You see, I can't talk and think at the same time, especially with my low IQ of 69. But yes, I do love a good pun there. Keep all your puns coming in. I do love it. as they do really tickle they do really float my boat there. Water does as well. Right, then the safety car is staying out then again then, so we're just now waiting for the car to catch up then, and Fite's all caught up. We've got a car in the pits, and it's Itchy for the Williams coming in the pits. His teammate was in the pits last time, so that's possibly why then the team has had to wait one lap later. He is now in the pits then, and the Williams are all the way down the bottom end there of the pit lane. Of course, that is because they finished bottom of the 2019 Constructors standings, didn't they? In silver, they finished 7th, which wasn't a bad effort, was it, for the Williams team then? As I know, coming out of the pits, well, he is the last car. Both Williamses are actually last, not only in the pit lane, but also on the track as well. Kings, we're hoping he'd get back into the session, but I don't think, I'm not sure if he had issues with connection or whatnot, but hopefully Kings can get back in. He is down in 18th position at this moment in time then. So then we got a safety car on lap 9 out of 28 then. We're back racing with 18 to go then. Is it going to be all green flag laps? Well, we'll find out then, as we're now going to, well, I think Burt Mylander would be peeling off at the end of this up, and we'll be back racing. We're now on board with then with Nude Mushroom as well. Gernman has just said, cheers Kingzone for giving me a 5-second penalty under a safety car. That must have been the first pair of the safety car, as a Kingzone is nowhere to be seen in the second one, is he? As he has unfortunately disappeared there. So, but Gurman, they're very disappointed with that, isn't he? And unfortunately, I think if that's reviewed there, you might get those 5 seconds back, of course, as the drivers can appeal after this race, and if there's been penalties which have been unjustly given, which there has been on this game, hasn't it, really? It's very brutal on the old penalties, isn't it? And giving telling penalties here, there, and everywhere, isn't it? Oh, my goodness me. So the lights are off on the safety car. For some reason, I've got no graphics there, so I'm kind of going blind as well. I'm blind here, aren't I? So, goodness me, I'm going to speak all kinds of nonsense again then. So you've got to bear with me, folks, and if I am saying something that doesn't look right, it will almost certainly not be right. Lovely shot here from the AlphaTauri. Look at this, that is FIFA. He has had a fantastic first 9 laps. You probably love this race to finish right now, but it ain't going to. We've got 18 laps to go, as it's going to be a cracking race. It's been fantastic so far. I've enjoyed this race. It's been absolutely lovely. It really has indeed, though. As Verstappen says, simply lovely. So when is Potato going to drop the hammer? Potato in bronze there. He is very used to leading from the front, isn't he? He was absolutely fantastic. Remember the Spanish Grand Prix, his debut. He was on the alternative strategy and somehow made those hard tyres as quick as the mediums. We're back racing here in Shanghai, and let's go once again then. And there's a big old gap between Shane and Gurman then as they come through then to finish a lap. Then we're on lap 10 then, and Potato's got 8 10 seconds. He's had a good old jump now on FIFA then, and I just take a look down then. Torma Rosso is all over the back with his teammate Baz at the moment as they come into one. Then Gurman has passed FIFA, and FIFA's going to go on the inside. Oh, there's a pinch, but Gurman is through then as Torma Rosso is passed around close past him. Pillars is quite close to the back of Woods, but Woods is not going to give up, is he? And we've also got Baz in front of us as well. Look at this, Baz is the cork in the bottom mode. Lovely shot from the Ferrari. Wow, that hung with just suits that Ferrari, doesn't it? Down to the ground then, and as now then as they come out of turn 4 as well, and look at this, he's sending it on the inside, he passes Woods there, Pillar says, and he moves over to him. He's not shy of an overtaking. Both Williams has also swapped positions as well, and now then FIFA is dropped to almost half a second back at the moment. Vital is all over the back of Iceman. Iceman is also struggling for pace at this stage of proceedings as well. Now Pillars' next target is Baz in 7th position mode in the McLaren. He's had a good event so far. Baz, can he keep this going then? He's still got over half the race to go though. It's still a long way, isn't it, in this incredible start to the Chinese Grand Prix. Well, this incredible first half of this race has been absolutely fantastic. Dan is up the inside, he passes Tichy. Now then, can Daz so few could believe it. No, can Dan then get himself back into this race? Now he is past Tichy. Let's see what he can do from there. We have also got Serious Russian who's a bit further behind than what he wants to be onwards probably. As look at Vital, then Vital is under the cosh from Baz. Baz is going to the inside, he passes Vital, oh, there's contact, and now his first close just gone up and under, passes to both of the cars, and he is up in the 6th position, so from the place for the Ferrari driver. Lovely stuff there from Pillars, really good stuff indeed, and this is definitely going to catch Dan Murphy's attention, isn't it, when he watches this race back here tonight. It's absolutely incredible, isn't it, from Pillars, really showing he's not only got incredible 1-lap pace, but he's also good in the field as well. So can Murphy max that? Oh, I'm loving this. This is going to be a great championship battle, isn't it? I'm really looking forward to this. Now we've got oh, look at this! I told the charge of the ball. It's the two men who's leading the championship. Serious Musher and Murphy, and now Musher is on the inside. He has got past Murphy. Oh my goodness me! Now we're coming down into turn. Oh, almost into the back of the house. Where's the racing point? There he is. Murphy there, just about being given enough room there from Serious Musher. He's going to go for under. He passes Serious Musher, and he is up into a 10th position. Musher is down to 11th. Murphy is now starting to really burn rubber in that Mercedes. And look at these cars. And Baz is now the queue as he has now lost 2 seconds already to Pillars in 10 corners alone. That is incredible pace there, isn't it? From Pillars there. And look, he's on the inside. That's a great manoeuvre there from Murphy. But Woods there is not yielding, is he? He has no need to yield. There's no blue flags. This is about racecraft. Oh my goodness me, he's on the outside. He passes Woods. He is up into 9th position, Dallas. But look at these cars. They're going to have the slipstream. He has the slipstream. Pillars is now up into 4th position. No, he's up to 5th position. Shane and FIFA also side by side. But look at it. Oh my goodness, where they come down into the hairpin. Oh wow. And Woods there is back into 9th position. Murphy down to 7th position. We've got Serious Musher in 11th. Titchy in 12th. I hope you all heard that. Goodness me. And now we're coming through to come through turn 60 as well. They're all over the show here. Incredible stuff. I'm loving this battle here. It's been fantastic. It's been absolutely amazing stuff. The gap of the front is 2 seconds and New Potato. This is what New Potato wants, isn't it? Whilst the front runners are just battling themselves through the midfield. He is just treating those hard tires, babysitting them. He's just treating them as just treating them as nice as he possibly can there. There's a Murphy there. Is he going to send up the inside? Oh, a lock up there from Woods once again. That's a fire up the inside there of Ghost on Titchy then, but nothing to do in there. And Wilson on the medium tires trying to get more of the purchase. Oh my goodness, he did so bad. I'm not sure if that's caught up to himself in the Friday, but that door is always going to close there. Poor Wilson, unfortunately. But I've got to say, I was very optimistic there from the Friday driver. We're back with his battle here then. And so Shane and FIFA haven't finished that battle yet. Pillars is now only 2 seconds behind Shane and FIFA Beefy as well, and he's got newer tires on as well. Look at these queue cars. It's like a Monday morning traffic jam up there at this moment. It's incredible stuff, isn't it? And look at them. Oh gosh, and it's going to be a DRS train, and Baz is the man who is the leader in this DRS train, and who is going to look. It's Woodson who's the first man who's having a look at on the inside of Baz, and he is up the inside. He passes, he's locking up, but Baz goes moments later, so Murphy is just going to go on the outside. He is on the outside. He passes Baz. I don't know. He doesn't. He passes Woods. I should say. I don't know who's passing who. And he is now up into 9th as well. Pit lane and into the pits. There comes German from he was in 2nd position, but he's in the pits. There. He's changing those tires. And a look in the background. We got a race to put all over the back there about Red Bull as well. So Serious Musher dropping out the order. He's Goldberg on the inside. Serious Musher. And now he's past Titchy, but he's got up the outside there because Titchy's got up the inside. There's his teammate. We're looking for the other racing point. There he is, and there's a Ferrari behind him as well of Ghost as well. This is an incredible race here in Silver. Look at this, he's lunging down the inside. And he's going to make it. He does make it with Titchy itself. Got so much more. There's also a love kiss as well as they come out of turn 6. Absolutely epic stuff here in the Chinese Grand Prix. Fantastic stuff here in Shanghai. My goodness me. Ooh. I've got to say, I need a bit of work. I'm on a bit of work out here. I'm only halfway through this race. Goodness me. It's the Ghost there almost getting caught out by Mushroom. I think these two are teammates last season. Now he's going up the inside. He locks up there. But Serious Musher keeping the inside line into 13. Great stuff. Indeed, great racing up and down the field. I'm absolutely loving this. This is brilliant stuff. Over the shoulder now with the Friday as he's got off DRS. And look at this. He's already gaining before the DRS. And you can see that he's got the overtake on now. He's taken it off and he's gone off DRS. And Murphy is now the inside of Baz, and that is the ball in front of him. Just looking at Ghost out, and Serious Musher, he's up the inside. He passes Musher. Musher is dropping down the order mode. He's lost a bit of momentum. Has he damaged the wing now? He hasn't damaged the wing by the looks of it, and that's got a little amount of damage. He's in the pit. He's in the pit, Ed. unless he has got damage. We can't see it on the naked eye there, but goodness me. Oh, wow, absolutely brilliant stuff indeed. And we're back on board there. As now is Twitchy now is, Twitchy? Yeah, Twitchy is now on the outside there of Woods, and Woods on the inside. And he is through and up into 9th position. Murphy's got a bit of breathing space now, and after all that, Pillars is now only 5 tenths a second away from Shane then. The man who was sharing the front row is now 3rd and 4th position in this incredible race at the moment. There's Woods there, having a look there. Woods there very much in the thick of things, isn't he? And we got Iceman, who is on the inside there. We've seen a spin earlier on there with Tor Marosso. I think, no, it's Wilson. But V-Todd there in 5th position. Well, now we've got on board of Iceman. Lovely helmet as well, boy. Iceman, beautiful. He is in 6th position. Well, now in the Renault. Incredible stuff here. So Pillars is now 4 tenths of a second away. And Shane is only 9 tenths of a second away from FIFA as well. But he is almost out of DRS trains. FIFA is actually really starting to hold his own now on the new potato. FIFA's doing a cracking job out there. Really good stuff indeed, that FIFA at the moment. Now, here's my driver today, but we're only halfway through this race, and a lot can happen then. And here comes Infamous Pillars, and he is on a strong race at the moment as well as he comes into the hairpin then. And just take a look here, Murphy now is gaining on Iceman. This is the wrong shot that we want the inside. Oh, there he is, he's on the inside. And now it's Iceman on the outside. We've also got Titchy and Titchy and Bars, excuse me. Titchy and Bars also side by side as well then. And Murphy is now up to 6th position and he's coming through the field quite nice now. Both Titchy and Murphy is lovely stuff indeed. And Pillars is 6 seconds down the road. That's how time they have lost because they've been battling away. And look at Woods then. Woods on the inside. We're going to look right. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Goodness me then. I was expecting to fly by, but my goodness me then. It is not very much of a braking zone to turn 1, is it? But goodness me, Woods has powered past. He is up into 9th position. Passes past. And away he goes then. Oh my goodness me, absolutely incredible stuff indeed then. Now what about Ghost then? Is Ghost going to have a lunch then? Not quite then. As a Bass going into the back now. Oh, they're going to have a bit of a concertina effect there, aren't they? Serious Mushroom is past. Gurman, Serious Mushroom. Oh, Gurman's off the track! He is off the track, Gurman is. He's had a nightmare race, isn't he, Gurman is? And he is down in 17th position there in the Haas then. As a Serious Mushroom, now I wonder if they've come to blows then. That's me being very sadistic. Perhaps I should really of course, look at the facts first then. But unfortunately, that Serious Mushroom, fortunately for Serious Mushroom, he's now with the 16th position. He's on the soft tyre, Serious Mushroom. It's that's an interesting choice that Paynes has got by 2 cars. Oh my goodness me, what has gone on there? And Paynes and Ghost, I'm not sure if they cut the blows then. There's a lot of debris. And Tormar also has passed as well, but oh goodness me, that is not good at all. Paynes has got no damage on that Williams. Good speed, they make him strong, don't they, and Williams. And now Titch is now up into 7th position as well, passing Iceman. Iceman dropping down into 8th then. Good damage there. It's now got Tormar Rosso. Oh, Tormar Rosso's gone very wide then. He is going well wide then. Oh goodness me, he's almost going over to Japan. He's in that direction. But he's down into 11th position. He's in the pits, and we've got a lot of pit activity then. We've got Woods in the pits as well, and we've also got Tormar Rosso, and I think we're going to see Ghost in as well. And there's a lot of damage there on those cars, isn't it? There's a lot of carbon fibre at the exit, the entry at turn 13 there, unfortunately then. Goodness me. Oh gosh. Anyway, then now Murphy is all over the back of V-Todd. Then we got Serious Mushroom is now climbing up the order. He's up into 11th position now. He is on the soft tires. He's got to come in the pits again. Paynes is out of this race then. What a shame for Paynes then. He's had some issues there, and that is a big blow, isn't it, for Paynes? And back on board with Murphy then. He's 4 tenths of a second away from V-Todd at the moment. And Murphy is very... And Gurman is out of it as well. We're losing a lot of cars now. We're down to 15 then. Out of the 20 this side, then there's going to be a lot of... there might be a lot of repercussions in this race, I think, after some of the incidents on the last couple of laps there. But Gurman is not a very happy bunny at all, is he? Oh my goodness me! And absolutely fantastic stuff there. Really well done indeed. Then it's oh gosh. I've got to say, I'm absolutely showered after this race then. We've already done 17 laps out. And now Murphy is gaining, and we've also got Pillars. Is he going to have a look? No, not quite then. But Murphy is going to have a look at V-Todd. V-Todd on a good old strong drive, isn't he? In 5th position. He is now up into 5th himself. Murphy is locking up the inside tyre, I think it was, or was it V-Todd? Oh, but goodness me. There's a Pillars is now up into 1st position now. Shane up in the 2nd, then FIFA is in the pits there for his final stint then. V-Todd is also in the pits. Well, got a lot of pit action there out there. And Borovic as well then. So I've got to say then, this has been an absolutely enthralling race so far, hasn't it? Incredible stuff. 15 cars remain then. Serious pressure on the soft tyres. He's going to have to do 10 laps. Oh my goodness me. 10 laps then on those soft tyres. Is that going to be possible? I'm not sure if it is possible. Oh my goodness me. And now then we're flying through into turn 6 as well. Woods are getting a bit squirrely on the rear there. As Serious Rusher is back in the pits and he's having a nightmare race. This is the man who's second in the championship. Now Vital is out in 10th position, FIFA out in 9th. Great stuff indeed then. Those guys are not going to have to pit again then. So they're going to the end then. This is the battle between second and third position. The guys who are on the front row and now second and third in this race, they have fought their way back through the field then. Murphy is 6 seconds back, it stands at the moment then. A new Potato currently hasn't pitted, I don't believe. He's had an almighty stint there up in front as well. It's, oh gosh, I can feel the sweat dripping down me. Emerson saying, love the leader, still rocking 0 lap ALR tires. Our proper work, Cody said. I gotta say, their work is absolutely incredible, isn't it? Top notch there. Talking top notch, here comes Pillow, so it's going to be inside. He passes shameful second position at the Chinese Grand Prix. Absolutely brilliant stuff indeed there. And look at that, down the power slightly then. So Shane has no chance to come up and under. Brilliant stuff there from Pillars. He is now up into second position in this race as well then. So then, and he's got 4 laps younger tires than Shane as well then. So let's see what he did. And Potato is the next man up the road. Potato hasn't come in the pits yet, has he? Now then, this is going to be interesting. When is Potato going to come in the pits? Where is he going to come out? There's a lot of questions that need to be answered in this race and in the next 10 laps or so, doesn't it? On board there with Toro Rosso then as we break it down into the hairpin as well. As just taking a look then. We've got Pillars in the 4th, making good progress. Come on, bro, keep pushing for the win there from Hector. Blair's saying, I was in the garden and I ate a mushroom. That mushroom sent me to hospital. It was a very serious mushroom. Oh, my bad. In my hospital. And there were 2 men playing FIFA. They were arguing, aka FIFA beefing. FIFA beefing. I love it. I absolutely love it there, of course. Keep the puns coming in, everyone. Brilliant stuff indeed then. As we've also got Gavin saying that Emma has blocked me, has he? Guessing I was right about him driving for Ayrton if he does. Oh, no, Gunnar, there's another Emerson. It's Emerson Ardon. Is that right? Sorry, I apologise. Ardon? Yeah. Ardon then from Facebook there. He is just commenting on the Facebook stream, my good man. Of course, there is. I've got 2 windows open, and we've got the Facebook stream going, and we have got the oh my goodness, and we have got the YouTube going as well. So that's why there's 2 sets of comments everyone. So that's why you can't see each other's comments coming in, and it's keeping me very busy indeed. Then Tom Rosso is now 3 seconds away. Then oh my goodness me! It's into the place comes a new Potato. I thought he was in the wall of Hamilton there, but luckily he slowed the car down. He's coming in the pits. What tires are they going to go on? As let's find out now then, as he is in the pits. Let's see what he is going to do then as well. What tires are going to go on there? He is changing on to the soft rubber then. Potato is going to be rapid for the final stage of the race as well. He is in and out now. Mushroom is down into 14th position. At this one of the time, Toro Rosso is on the inside then. It's on feet with Woods. Woods has dropped out of the top. It says Toro Rosso is now just 1 position away from the points then. Good 70 there from McLaren driver. Lovely stuff then. As now as Potato has come out in 9th position as well then. And I think it's a good opportunity to take a look at the race order, shall we? And it is on lap 20 out of 28. Pillars is leading then. He is going for his first race win in silver. Brilliant stuff. Shane got his first pole position in silver earlier on then. Is second at the moment. Then third position is Dan Murphy. Titchy is in 4th then. Itchy is up in the 5th then. Iceman 6th. Brilliant. Wilson 7th. FIFA Beefy outstanding 8th. Mushroom in Potato in 9th then. V-Tard in 10th position. Just outside the points is Toro Rosso in 11th. Woods is in 12th position there. 13th position is a Ghost, and we got Serious Mushroom in 14th. 15th is Baz. Retirements Kingdom, Gernman, Paynes, Razor, and Flea all retired from the Chinese Grand Prix. And Iceman has been caught quite rapidly from Wilson. Now look at Wilson there flying past Iceman, and he moves up into 6th position as Iceman is just trying to get up in under and maybe try and get the old slipper as well. Look at the background, it's FIFA as well. Iceman is going to have a very tough final stage of this race, I feel, as we've got a lot of quick cars behind him now, and we're on fresh rubber indeed then. As Oh, and he's gone very wide down to the final turn as well then. And 1.3 seconds between Shane and if it was Pillars. Murphy is 5 seconds back at the moment now in third position there. Titchy is fourth, so status quo at the front then with Itchy in fifth position. So Titchy fourth, Itchy fifth then. And now then, as we're just watching Iceman, but I think we need to watch his teammate FIFA. These two have had a good old scrap, didn't they, in Bahrain? It was a great old scrap then, but I feel that this might be more of a simple passing maneuver here for FIFA then. He's going on the outside of Iceman. Iceman is, he's going for the switcheroo there for FIFA, up the inside there. What a move there from FIFA, and he is away. And on he goes as well. Brilliant stuff indeed there from FIFA. Amazing overtake there. Got into the old switcheroo, albeit remember that Iceman is on 16 lap out. Tyres, Ghost is out of the race and Ghost is out of this Grand Prix. 14 cars are left then. The Challenge Grand Prix Ghost then having a lot of bad luck here tonight as well. Potato is all over the back of the second Renault Rise. He's going to look in turn 12. He's up the inside. He passes Iceman on one. Iceman is now probably he's got a 10-second deficit over himself and B-top then. Can he get some points then? That's for the aim then for Iceman coming to the final stages then of the Chinese Grand Prix as well then. So going back then to Beefy is now all on the back of Wilson. Wilson might be an easy target here. That's very unusual, but Wilson of course is also nursing those tires as well. FIFA up the inside. He is now up into sixth position then. Next target 11 lap out Itchy 3.2 seconds away then. We'll see where FIFA go from here. He's having a fantastic race. Wilson's in the pits then. FIFA and New Potato are having an absolutely spectacular race on their run board at the moment. So Wilson's in the pits then, and so is Iceman as well then. So those guys have taken those tires as far as they can go, and he's coming in the pits while one of these guys is going to go onto the soft rubber now then. Indeed, there's a 5-second penalty for Wilson. This might cost him track, but it's just going to cost him a lot of time now. 5 seconds don't sound like a lot, but in F1, it is the eternity, isn't it? And he is going out of the pits now as well. Iceman is now out in the 11th position on soft tires, and he has got a 7.7 deficit of himself and Woods then. So we'll keep an eye on that battle with interest then, because that might develop later on in this race as well. Then. On board then is, that's Kingston. I thought that was Itchy then, as I looked up. I was like, blimey, Itchy's lost a lot of time. But he is losing time now, isn't he? Because it's down to 2.6 now for himself and FIFA. And then as FIFA is dragging New Potato along as well, 7/10 of a second then. He's now breaking down into turn 12 as well. But 11.70 then. Serious Mushroom is now on the back there of Wilson. Serious Mushroom. This is his worst drive of the season, isn't it? But by far there for the man who's second in the standings. And he is going to be very disappointed, isn't he, of what has gone on here today for Serious Mushroom. He just hasn't had the rub of the green, has he? In the racing point now. And now there's New Potato just having a look there on the back of FIFA Beef at the moment now. FIFA, remember these guys are still gaining on Itchy then. Is that Itchy in front? It is Itchy in front there. That is a 2-second deficit. That gap is coming down. It's come down by almost 1.3 seconds on one lap alone now. So that Williams is very much under attack, isn't it? In the final stage as well. And of course there's Kingto in the background. He is not in this race anymore. He retired several laps ago, didn't he? And look at New Potato there. He wants to get by as quickly as possible. If he gets by FIFA and Itchy quite quickly, he might potentially be able to get up into fourth perhaps, and that's a long shot though, because it's 7 seconds. I think that might be too much of a pass. Wilson is being pressured right there from Serious Mushroom. Serious Mushroom is on DRS and look at this, he is gaining. He is going to look at the turn 1. I don't think it's very much a pinch on his turn 1, so he's going to leave it there for now then. And we need to win them in a minute, because I think that this one is going to be the battle that we've got to be more interested in first, haven't we? And it's a new Potato once again on board for him. As we said, he's the bronze world champion, isn't he, New Potato? He won it in the French Grand Prix, the second to last race of bronze last season, wasn't he? He was fantastic. This season it's been a bit more of a challenging season. I was like, look at Itchy, my goodness me, it's less than a second coming down this back straight. Itchy is really struggling for pace, isn't he? He is dropping into the clutch, these guys, very quickly indeed. Oh my goodness me then. And they're all going to have DRS. No, FIFA doesn't have DRS. He was out of the detection zone. What's now turn 12. Now Potato's up the inside. He is going up the inside of FIFA then. He is through. He moves up into sixth position there. Forces FIFA wide there, so we don't get the momentum. And now next target is Itchy then. It's only it's less than a second away now as well. We'll have DRS again then for New potato as well then. So Itchy, they're really dropping off the pace of these in these latter laps here in China, isn't he? Goodness me. So Itchy might find himself down in 7th position when it's all said and done. Other battles at the moment, then we've got Tormo Rosso and Vitor 2 seconds apart. Vitor, of course, do the cracking job in 8th position. Good stuff indeed there from the racing point as well. And look at these guys, they're just bunching up now, and they're really concertina together, and this is going to be good stuff indeed then. Wilson is now all over the back of Iceman as well. Iceman's just coming the pits. Both those guys who are in the pits together virtually at the same time. Wilson had a 5-second penalty, and I'm wondering then how, so just taking a look, they're getting very close, aren't they? But I don't think there's any passing room there yet. But there might be for Potato, as he should. Is he going to leave it to the back straight, or is he going to have a lunge there down to turn 12? Nope, he's going to leave it to the safe manoeuvre. Oh, it's Itchy there. Goodness me, and that back end is wagging like a tail, like a dog's tail, isn't it? As you're struggling to get on the power, isn't he? And he almost lost it there, and now he's going the inside again. He is feeling the press there, as you can see there, on the overtake there for New Potato. He's up into 5th position now. A great drive from Potato. Really good stuff indeed then. Next target is 7.6 seconds down the road there. He is going to have an almighty last couple of laps there if he catches up to Tichy. I've got to say, I'll take my hat off to him on my toupee. But now the New Potato is away, and he's up in 5th position. Lovely stuff indeed there for New Potato. Itchy is now in 6th. FIFA is in 7th position. Itchy's now got to repel the second car that's been catching him, and that is the Renault car of FIFA as well then. So they are now coming into turn 3 as well, and I got to say, it's looking very calm in the cockpit here of FIFA at the moment, isn't he? He knows that it's just a matter of time for Itchy, isn't it? As Itchy is struggling on those medium tyres, hasn't he? He's done 15 laps on those tyres now as well. Blair's saying if he is rapid, Potato could get P4. Yes, he's 7.6 seconds. It hasn't really dented Tichy's gap too much, has he? Tichy's only 1.8 seconds behind Murphy. I've only just noticed that. Murphy is gaining on Shane there. It's down to 3.8 seconds. Shane just needs to keep up the pace, as FIFA has had a horrible middle sector there. I think he's dropped out quite a way back there. And I've got to say, Itchy is now all of a sudden really starting to put the squeak. Oh! And look at that, he had to straighten up the wheel, didn't he, out of turn 13? And look at how much time he's lost then. He is losing time all the way down this back straight, and now he's going to entice FIFA even more then. I'm surprised FIFA and just cruised up behind him there. Oh, goodness me then. As, I think Blair is right here. New Potato has actually dropped off quite a bit. He's not as quick as what he was he? A lap or two ago. I wonder if those soft tyres have already given up the ghost then. Oh no! And Tormo Rosso's had an issue there. Out of turn 13 then. Oh goodness me then. And now he is slow as thing. And look at this then. He's going to be losing time all the way down this back straight. And I've got rubbish camera angles here, down everywhere, haven't I? Yeah, that is. So Tormo Rosso, those tires are going to be screwing if he just spun there. So he is going to have to really get himself. He's going to have to really get himself under control there and going again then. And anyway, as we come through the final turn then, once again then. So Tormo Rosso there is 8/10 of a second away from in front of Wilson at the moment then. But I feel that with Tormo Rosso just steady himself, he might be able to keep that 10th position then. Ifus Pillar is currently 1.9 seconds, almost 2 seconds in front of Shane in second position. Murphy is in third position. This will be the first time that Murphy is not going to win a Grand Prix. But remember, it's all about penalties. I haven't seen many penalties come up, to be honest. So, but we'll find out at the end of this race and who has got the penalties from where. Oh, probably not from where, but who's got the penalties of who's got the penalties and who's going to be dropping down the order? Baz is back in the pits, and apparently he's done first 3 laps on those medium tyres there. That's a stint and a half, isn't it? And we've got a queue of cars between my Rosso, Wilson, and Iceman, and also Serious Potato as well. Sorry, there's much too much to say. And Serious Mushroom might be able to get some points. And look up the inside, FIFA's up the inside, he passes Itchy, and Itchy's going to go back a minute, and look at him break this going then. And now then and look at this, and it's yellow flag in 1. Yellow flag in 1, then what's going on then up at 1 then? That's around the Just taking a look then, is they all seem all right then. And now look at this, so Itchy is good still, so he's back on the inside, he passes the runner, and he is back through that. Goodness me, he saved all his overtake for that one corner, didn't he? We got all kinds of balls going on, there's contact, and look in the background here then, we got Serious Mushroom, who's now doing 12 finishes as well. It's now started to all decide to all kick off there with one lap to go here in the Chinese Grand Prix. Oh, goodness me, absolutely brilliant stuff indeed then, isn't it? So you come over the grid hatches to start the second to last lap. These guys are, this scoring, running, scoring every race so far at the moment. That is not happening, is it? And in this race, is it? If things stay as they are, that's not happening, is it? So Serious Rusher has got to do some serious driving in the final stage, doesn't he? He's got to overtake Wilson and Tormo Rosso as well. But then, guys, are going to be very much tough cookies to crack. Then Itchy in 12th position moment there because as he got past FIFA, didn't he, into turn one. Then this is a good old battle, isn't it? Coming down the back straight once again then. Yeah, those soft tires of New Potato have really dropped off. Look at this, he's not getting too much time at all now. Is he on Titchy there? And Titchy's actually gaining quite a bit on Dan Murphy. FIFA is gaining. Is he going to have a lunge there? Not quite as they come into the hairpin as well. And there's just a bit of cross there from Itchy. Serious Mushroom is a very close set as they go into the final, go into the back straight as well. And it's Wilson is left for session. Look at this. It's just going to make it easier for Serious Mushroom then. And now FIFA is up the inside. He passes the Williams driver of Itchy and moves up into sixth position then. Good 70 then. In front of us is New Potato. Goodness me. New Potato then is really strong there with just a couple laps to go. Goodness me, FIFA might get into fifth position here. I gotta say, FIFA has been driver of the day for me. Hands down, he's been brilliant. 17th there. And now it's Iceman getting past Jake Wilson. Jake Wilson is left for session, or is disconnected from the session, I should say. What a shame there. What a shame there indeed then from who am I saying? From Wilson, that's it, from Wilson. Goodness me, I've been on there too long. Wilson's asking for an invite there, as he's trying to get back in the session there. I don't think I can invite anyone, unfortunately, as, of course, I'm only a spectator. As we're on the final tour of the Chinese Grand Prix, this has been an absolutely epic race, an absolutely stupendous race, hasn't it? As they come down into the final quarter, the second to last quarter for the 28th and final time. Now into turn 16. Infamous Pillars, for the first time in ALR Silver, wins the Chinese Grand Prix. What a win there! What a win! Second is Shane. Third position is Murphy. The first time that Murphy has not won a race in Silver this season. No, Titchy is in second. He kept it clean. Shane third. Murphy is off the podium. My goodness me. Fourth position is a New Potato. Fifth position is in seventh fair. My there on top of the world there. That's his first race win of ALR Silver. Maybe the first of many as well. His first drive for Ferrari. His second drive for Ferrari, I should say. His first drive the full-time Ferrari. Barring for Ferrari, I loved your overtaking move. It was brilliant stuff indeed there. You were very much Ricciardo-esque. But here tonight then, you were showing your Ricciardo-esque performance. And not only that, your racecraft was absolutely immense there. We'll talk about your race.
Yeah, it's kind of trying to get Shane as quick as I can and pull a gap, but then two safety cars pretty much lapped back to back. Threw a few spanners in the works. Didn't want to box under the first one as I was still on the right tyre. Second one, I made a late call and dove it in, but towards the back end I was getting the radio calls that I didn't want about my tyres going off. But no, it was a good race, really enjoyed it. Obviously had to kind of battle my way through the field in the second half, but no, it was good.
It was a fantastic draw, it really was. And congratulations, Pillars. The first race win, I reckon, of many as well. Definitely going to challenge the championship leader. Brilliant stuff indeed then. Let's come to Shane now, who finished second today then. Shane, your first full-time drive for the AlphaTauri. You put it on pole position. That was a cracking lap. Talk us about the qualifying performance. Oh, it was brilliant stuff. Well done, you guys. Absolutely fantastic stuff indeed. Dan, do you want to say any words today? You was off the podium, unfortunately, but it was a bit of a dent in your championship campaign today.
Well, you can't win them all, can you? Just keep consistent, and that's all I can do.
Indeed, a very difficult day for the championship leader. And that is it for Silver. Next time you're going to see these guys in action, it's actually the new Netherlands circuit at the Dutch Grand Prix. I'm looking forward to that. Zandvoort is going to be fantastic, isn't it? But that's not the end of ALR in China, because we've got one more stop to make, and that is bronze tomorrow night then. As it is Farf's bronze that is going to be heading us up the it's going to be lining up tomorrow night, isn't it? And Farf was the last winner last time bronze race, which is in Bahrain, wasn't it? Goodness me, almost 2 weeks ago. As unfortunately I had to clip Vietnam off the calendar then. Join us next tomorrow night for another race in of ALR. From here, it's goodbye. Cracking race, guys. I gotta say, that was my favourite race. That was brilliant.
I thought the best part for me was fighting through the field, man. It was fucking ace.
Yeah.
I wish you did stop.
Yeah.
I am Dan, just to let you know, Shane.
Trying to get past you the second time, Shane, I was cursing your name. Every time I got into that back straight, I was like, has he got DRS? I hope he hasn't. Yeah, no. Yeah, that was a good race, lads. Enjoyed that. Yeah, I was saying it was a good race, lads. Enjoyed that one. Hopefully. DNF for me then. I'll catch you boys in a bit.
See you later,
guys. Well done, mate. Brilliant stuff. That was a really good race from my perspective. Did you enjoy it?
Oh, mate, some of the overtaking I was doing, I was like, how am I pulling these moves off?